unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Fleetwood Mac, Billy Joel, Pat Benatar, Madonna, Rolling Stone, Chicago. They all play here. Sunny FM. Hang on. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dave Graybill, the host of the Fishing Magician Outdoor Insider Show, and I'll be right back with some great information for family fun. So keep it tuned right here on Sunny FM, the greatest hits. It's tubing season on the Wenatchee River in Leavenworth. Float the most scenic stretch of this river with Osprey Rafting. They provide convenient on-site parking and shuttle service at exclusive put-in and take-out locations. They'll take you through some fun rapids, stop at some great swimming holes, and view nesting bald eagles and ospreys during the float. Book your float right away by calling 509-548-6800. That's 509-548-6800. My wife and I eat a lot of fish, and I often have enough in the freezer to give to friends and neighbors. There are a couple species that we tend to hoard because we like to eat them so much. One is walleye and the other is kokanee. I rarely keep trout anymore because kokanee are so much better eating, and there are several lakes where they are abundant. Very close to our home in Leavenworth is Fish Lake, which added kokanee to the lake just a few years ago. You can usually count on catching kokanee on Lake Chelan, and just over the hill from Manson is Wapato Lake, which can produce some of the biggest kokanee in the region. Known for good numbers of kokanee,
No balls, one strike, no outs. Here's the pitch from Alec Johnson. Swing and a hard line drive into left field, bouncing in front of Young. And Cron gets the inning rolling for the HarbourCats. The base hit single. Now it's Bradshaw, the left fielder. He bats .340. He's got 34 hits this season, 5 doubles, a triple, 19 RBIs, and 8 stolen bases. Cron leads the team in stolen bases, stolen bases at 17, and then hits as well at 51. Johnson, breath in the pitch. Fastball in the outer half for a strike. Smoke today, air quality just below 200. So we were able to play this game here. If today got canceled, we would have had to play a doubleheader tomorrow, but thankfully we're playing today.
The 0-1 shot off the hands and into the netting, and the count's 0-2. Johnson steps back on the mound. The lefty from Loyola Marymount was with the Sox last year. There's 0-2 in the dirt for a ball.
Johnson was originally signed to come to the AppleSox earlier this season, but then could not make it. He dropped out, but able to come in with a late season signing, so the Sox are glad to have him. Here's his 1-2 pitch. Bradshaw backs off the plate. It nearly hits him, and the count moves to even at 2s. Signing, so the Sox are glad to have him. Here's his 1-2 pitch.
Bradshaw backs off the plate. It nearly hits him. And the count moves to even at 2s. Johnson last summer, a 2-0 record. The 1.35 ERA, very impressive there. 5 appearances, 4 starts, 20 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, and 4 walks, well above water there in his strikeout to walk ratio. His 2-2 pitch is dinked over to first. White collects it, takes it himself, touches the bag for out number 1. That advances. Cron does the job there. He's in scoring position. They'll bring up Logan Shepard, who's DHing today. Johnson was at Wenatchee Valley last spring and then spent his time in Loyola Marymount down in California this spring. The windup and the pitch from Johnson. Shepard takes it high and away for a ball. He's got a runner in scoring position looking up to open up this ball game. Victoria, of course, in a 4-way tie for 3rd place in the North Division. This is the final series of the whole regular season for both squads. Johnson's 1-0. Shepard waves through it for a strike. Of course, AppleSox in first place, the best record in the West Coast League and North Division at 38-13. Bellingham right behind him, 34-17, 5 games back. Then it's Nanaimo, Edmonton, Kelowna, and Victoria, all 11 games back. Here's Johnson's 1-1. Breaking ball sweeps across the zone for a strike. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strikeout here would be much needed. A big hole through the 4-hole. They're hoping that Shepard pulls the ball here. The 1-2 pitch on the way from Alec Johnson. Well high for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Cron with some speed leads the team in stolen bases with 17. Also leads the team in homers. He has 9. Johnson collects at the belt. He lifts his leg and deals. The next pitch runs inside and fills up the count, 3-2. Shepard with 33 hits so far this season, 7 doubles, a triple, 4 homers, and 26 RBIs. He hopes to make that 27 here and give the HarbourCats the first run of the ball game. The lefty set. Rocks and fires. The pitch flared foul out of play towards the WVC basketball courts. And the count stays full. It's good to see Johnson back. I mean, very impressive ERA last year. Great record as well at 2-0, 1.35 ERA. Now he's back in Wenatchee. Of course, second half comes to a close as the payoff pitch comes in. It's inside, ball 4. Runners at first and second. When you see this, second half, you have a lot of guys, especially pitchers, who will have to leave, report back to their squad. And so with that, the Sox and most West Coast League teams will have to sign a couple of guys who, may have already left earlier, or they'll have to sign whole entire new guys, like a Johnson here. You got a couple others coming in today. David Barnes, a face who appeared last year, is now back with the Sox for the playoffs, and this last year is against Victoria. Silva skips it towards third. Rodriguez fires to first. It's in time, but the runners move to second and third. There's out number 2, with runners both in scoring position now, bringing up Roan Klein. Great job out of Rodriguez there. Checking the runners and then going over to first, keeping them honest. Klein batting just shy of 300 at 280. He's got 46 hits. One of the best on the HarbourCats. Johnson set, looks over at second, kicks and deals. The first offering is a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Nice break there, but Klein with a great eye to hold back. Infield playing back near the outfield grass. Johnson set. The breath in the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Defensive alignment for the Sox. It's Young in left, Doyle in center, then right field, Noah Fields. Third to first, Rodriguez, Vassar, Dunn, White. Catching balls and strikes, it's Michael Pozzolini. And, of course, on the mound, it's Alec Johnson. Johnson, set. And the 1-1 pitch to Roan Klein. He skips it foul, but no, it'll say it kicked off the glove. And a run's going to score there on the pass ball. It seemed like Johnson has some discomfort in his lower leg. He was scampering home, and now he's got a grimace on his face. So the HarbourCats open up this ball game. It's 1-0 after the pass ball. You can tell Johnson battling some discomfort. Shepard now over at third. And a 1-2 count on Roan Klein. The windup and the pitch on the way. Fastball high at 92. Takes the count even at 2s. Sox playing straight up. And the smoke really just socked in above Paul Thomas. A shade of gray throughout. Here's his 2-2 pitch. Klein takes a breaking ball just outside, ball 3. Klein, 27 RBIs, 18 walks, on top of 46 hits. An all-around guy. He can do whatever you ask of him. He also has 10 stolen bases. Payoff pitch. Ground ball over to second. Dunn snags it, fires to first in time for the third and final out of the first. The HarbourCats do pick up 1 run after Cron reaches on a wild pitch. So HarbourCats lead 1-0 as we head towards the AppleSox's bats here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
NCW.News is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.News provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lakeshore Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.News and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.News for local news you can trust.
Hit a home run with LocalTel Communications. For over 40 years, we've been Central Washington's trusted telecom provider, delivering fast internet and reliable phone service. Whether you're streaming the big game, video chatting with loved ones, or running your business smoothly, LocalTel has you covered. Join the LocalTel family today and enjoy the best connectivity in the region. Visit us at localtel.com to learn more.
Summer starts with membership at the Rack. Pack your calendar with camp, rack, swim, and tennis lessons, summer swim team, indoor and outdoor pickleball, tennis tournaments, play programs, and so much more. It is so easy and fun for the whole family to stay active and fit all summer long when you join the Rack. Summer classes and camps are filling fast, so don't delay. Call the Rack today. That's Wenatchee Racket and Athletic Club, or use the Rack app for program registration. See all the details at rack.org or call 662-3544. The Rack, where we play every day.
Now batting your batter number 16.
Jackson Dodd here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Rafael Dunn leads off the bottom of the first as Victoria opens up this ball game with one run in their frame. A wild pitch by Alec Johnson scored David Cron. Rafael Dunn, your beer batter today, batting .333. The first pitch is well outside for a ball. AppleSox lineup today, it's Dunn leading off. Of course, he's at second. Right behind him, it's Noah Fields. He's in right. Batting third, the first baseman, Noah Fields. Cleanup spot, the center fielder, Zach Doyle. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Mueller. Dunn swings through it, fastball at 95 miles an hour, and the count's 1-1. Batting fifth, the DH, Kano Morisaki. Right behind him, it's a left fielder, Ryder Young. Then it's Reese Vassar, the younger brother of Quincy Vassar. He bats seventh. 1-1 pitch. Flared towards the third base side. Quack moving back, snags it for out number 1. Right behind Reese Vassar, it's Michael Pozzolini. He's catching today. And then batting ninth, the third baseman, Josiah Rodriguez. Defensive alignment for the HarbourCats. Bradshaw on left. Chi Aloy in center. Klein in right. Rice over at third. Quack at short. Cron at second. And at first base, it's Silva. Catching balls and strikes, Lopez and Mueller tossing it today. Here's Noah Fields. First pitch, just off the plate for a ball. The Sox are on a 6-game win streak after sweeping the Kelowna Falcons and the Kamloops Northpaws up in British Columbia. After sweeping the Northpaws, they picked up their 15th series win of the season. Here's the 1-0 pitch. High for ball 2. And on top of that, the Sox, of course, 2 series wins in a row. They were defeated at home on their homestand before they left with the Bellingham Bells. The Bells sit right behind the Sox 5 games back at 34-17, but the AppleSox 38-13 record is unreachable for any team in the West Coast League. The 2-0 pitch. Fields skips it towards the AppleSox dugout for a strike. Fields bats .343. He had a great road trip. Picked up his first homer of the year there. Also has 7 RBIs and 12 hits. The Sox, one of the best hitting teams in the league. 4th in hits, 466. Sixth best average at 270. The 2-1 pitch. Clips the inner half for a strike. Count evens at 2s. And the third base on-base percentage at .405. That's because they're second in walks in the West Coast League with 315. Don't forget, they're also third hit by pitches at 97. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Noah Fields from Mueller. Fields waves through it for strike 3. First strikeout on the day for Mueller. A guy whose fastball reaches up to 95 miles an hour, breaking balls at 86. This guy is a talented pitcher on the mound for Victoria. No wonder they're throwing him today. But today is Mueller's first start. He's had 4 appearances, but all of those in relief. Only 6 1/3 innings pitched. Here's Landon White. He pops this one up sky high towards the AppleSox dugout for the first strike of the AB. Mueller, a 2.84 ERA. 4 appearances, of course, no starts. 2 saves, so he's, more of a relief guy, a closing arm. So they're trying him out in the starting role. Of course, you have to. You're low on arms, and as the playoffs roll around, also a very important series, you have to throw a high-leverage arm. The 0-1 pitch. White swings and lines this down the right field line, ends up out of play, and the count is 0-2. Again, 6 1/3 innings pitched, so not a lot of action. 5 hits, given up 2 runs, both of those earned. 1 walk and 11 strikeouts. So this guy does not like free passes. He's looking for a 1-2-3 inning here in the first. Victoria leads 1-0. The 0-2 pitch is high, ball 1. White, the AppleSox hit leader. With 44 hits, he bats .319, 2 homers, 28 RBIs, also 22 walks. So great eye, really good plate discipline by the righty from Gonzaga. Mueller kicks and deals the 1-2 pitch. A 2-hopper over to short. Quack backhands it, fires to first in a 1-2-3 inning. The HarbourCats handle the Sox here in the first, and they maintain their lead 1-0 as we head to the top half of the second here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Discover Discover what premier senior living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
The Taffy Shop in Leavenworth wished the AppleSox the best on the field this season. Locally owned since 1987, the Taffy Shop has more than 100 flavors of wonderful tasting taffy. Watch the unique taffy puller demonstration as you pick out that special flavor. The Taffy Shop has nostalgic metal signs and posters, candies from the 40s and 50s, and many collectible tins. Circle the bases with a trip to the Taffy Shop in the Mottler Building at 900 Front Street in Leavenworth.
Hey, it's Stacy with the Floor Factory, is Flooring America. Whether you're looking for a small project or a large one, from special order options to our large selection of in-stock, we can help you. From the latest color and style trends or to more of a classic style, we can help you. Carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, laminate, and even sheet vinyl. Come check out our newly updated showroom and our last chance bargain basement. They're great for do-it-yourself, or we have professional installation available too at 13 South Wenatchee Avenue. It's where friends send friends to the Floor Factory.
So Alec Johnson, day is done after one inning of work, after giving up one hit, one run that was not earned, one walk, and no strikeouts. And now it's David Barnes, the flamethrower. And this guy, mentioned it. He came in today on top of Alec Johnson. See if he has a pitch count. Of course, Johnson did, or he would have gotten more than just a one inning. Here's Dylan Lopez, the catcher. He leads it off as Victoria leads 1-0. Barnes set, kicks, and deals the first offering. A fastball with a really good run on it for strike one. No balls, one strike, infield back. And the pitch. Flared high towards the right field line. Dunn, full speed, ranges back, but it drops 2 steps ahead of him. Count falls to no balls and 2 strikes on the catcher. Barnes, looking to end this inning with start the inning off on the right note. Of course, you had Johnson, who gave up a run. It was off a wild pitch. It was unearned. But, of course, you hate to do that, especially with a team who is trying to find a way into the playoffs to get a 4-way tie for 3rd place. And, of course, it also means 4th place. 0-2 pitch buried in the dirt for ball. And so playoff procedures-wise, the Sox already secured the playoff spot after having the best record in the first half. Securing that, they clinched it, so they get the first seed. Technically, the Sox are going to finish the second half with the best record there as well. So, of course, you can't get 2 playoff spots for one team. So Bellingham is right behind the Sox in second place. So the playoff spot goes to them. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss on the slider. David Barnes, welcome back to the Sox. In the first batter, he faces a swing and a miss K. And Barnes looking to continue that here as he faces Cameron Chialoy. And so, of course, Wenatchee and Bellingham, their spots are secure. So then it's the wild cards, the 3rd and 4th spot, that are in contention right now. The first pitch to Chialoy. Fastball spiked in the dirt for ball 1. So you have the Nymo right now in 3rd at 28 and 23, 11 games back. Edmonton is in 4th place right now, 27 and 24, who are also tied with the Kelowna Falcons with the same record. Then it's Victoria at 26 and 25. All 4 of those teams are all 11 games back. Chialoy sends this high and deep down the left field line, but it's just foul. He got all of that baseball, man, absolutely smoked it, but just a hair ahead of it. takes the count of 1-1, and Barnes glad he got that ball back. The 1-1 pitch from the righty. Inside, ball 2. Yeah, David Barnes was a guy who spent a little time with the Sox last summer. Didn't see much action. Then he committed and then went back home. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Fastball. Just outside for ball 3. And so Barnes, he committed to Oregon after spending some time at Spokane Falls. Battled some arm issues this spring. Didn't see a lot of action, but he's feeling better now. Here's a 3-1 pitch from the righty. Chialoy swings and flies this one out to right field. Fields on a few steps, moves in and snags it for out number 2.
Now batting number 2, Aiden Rice.
They'll bring up Aiden Rice now. He bats 200 with 6 hits, a double, and 6 RBIs. And, you know, you mentioned late season signings. Fields, another one of those guys. Of course, Barnes and Johnson, fairly new, fresh blood, as you could say, for this team so far. Fields came in on the last homestand for the Sox before they went on their 6-game road trip, starting off in Kelowna. The first pitch to Rice. Taken for a strike center cut. And so, yeah, Fields was a midseason signing, needed more depth in the outfield, so he comes in and has gone on quite a tear, hitting .343. Barnes kicks and deals. Rice takes it outside. It hits the outer black of the lefty's batter's box, and the count is 1-1. The Sox went down in order in the first, and Barnes looking to hand the HarbourCats a taste of their own medicine. Rodriguez playing near the infield grass. Bit of a shift there, creeping in. The 1-1 pitch. In the dirt for a ball. Takes the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Barnes started out this inning with a strikeout, and then a flyout, and now the fate of Rice undecided. In the first, the HarbourCats picked up 1 run after a wild pitch. A couple of quick groundouts by Johnson would finish it off. The 2-1. Deflected foul into the backstop. Takes the count even at 2s. Rice as well, you know, a new signing-ish for the HarbourCats. You know, 206 hits. A double, 6 RBIs. Played in a couple of games, but hasn't been a all-season-long starter. David Barnes, the breath and the pitch. Swing and a chopper over to shortstop. Faster on a few steps. Hauls it over to first. It's in time, and the HarbourCats go down in order 1, 2, 3, just like the Sox in the first, but Victoria still has the lead 1-0. As we head to the bottom half of the second here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time.
Need to rent a car? Remember Wenatchee Rental Cars. Locally owned and located near the airport, they offer after-hours pickup and returns are available. They rent European cars, SUVs, and 7-passenger vehicles, all equipped with all-wheel drive for safe driving. Book by calling 509-888-2397 or send a rental request at WenatcheeRentalCars.com. All vehicles are clean, dependable, and maintained by Eric's European and Asian Auto Repair.
Foster parents provide the safety, love, and nurturing every child deserves. Many kids are just looking for someone to talk to have fun with, to share their life with. Interested in being a foster parent? Call K Connections at 888-2006. That's 888-2006. K Connections, enhancing the lives of those they serve at 2121 North Wenatchee Avenue.
Getting bored with the white walls in your house? Let Exterior Solutions and Alexandria Moldings brighten up your interior. Available in various sizes, Alexandria Moldings lends to great project ideas. Use them to build up beautiful moldings, design wall and ceiling panels, and practical shelves. They can also revive your staircases to their natural shine. Exterior Solutions can help you find just what you need. Alexandria Moldings at Exterior Solutions, 151st Street Southeast in East Wenatchee.
1-0 here in game one of the 3-game set with the Victoria HarbourCats. Mueller gets his sign and fires. Pitch fouled off the hands, and the count's 0-1 on Doyle. A fastball at 95 miles an hour riding in on Doyle there. Man, Mueller just bringing the heat in his first start of the season. Doyle waves his bat, awaits the offering. The pitch outside, just a hair, and the count is 1-1. Doyle leads the team in average, batting .377. He has 29 hits, 4 doubles, and 1 homer. The 1-1 pitch, he takes it high for ball 2. You know, despite the smoke, a pretty good crowd in hand tonight at Paul Thomas. You know, Jackson Dodd here, happy to have you. The 2-1. Breaking ball clips the outer black for a strike. Another arm warming up for the AppleSox in their bullpen. We'll see who that is later. Maybe Barnes could be done. The 2-2 pitch clipped foul, and the count stays even at 2s. So Johnson, of course, had the pitch count. Barnes might as well be an Oregon product, and, of course, in his first game, most guys will have that. It seems a little odd, of course, because we are in the second half, but it is because they're, new season signings. The guys who started out in the first half had the same exact thing, but they were all in the same boat. The 2-2 pitch to Doyle is outside, taking the count to full. And so it's just because they're starting at a different time. Of course, most of the pitchers may not have the pitch count, but it's just because they've been here for a while. They've established, and they ramp up to being a fully fledged guy who can go the whole entire ball game if needed. The payoff pitch, high ball 4, and Doyle knows it. Flips his bat with some flair and trots over to first. They'll bring up Kanoa Morisaki, the designated hitter today. He bats .263. He's got 20 hits so far this season. 2 homers. Both those homers came against the Nanaimo Night Owls in Nanaimo. A grand slam and a 2-run shot for him. The Sox having a great year in terms of homers. They have 29 so far, which is 4th in the West Coast League. No balls, no strikes, no out. Man on first. The first pitch, Saki flares this one out to left field. Bradshaw moving in and sliding. He holds it in. What a grab by the left fielder. Saki walks back, a little shocked he caught that. But there's the first out here in the second. Doyle has to drop back over to first and will bring up Ryder Young. Young, just shy of 200. He bats .196. Doyle over at first. Good speed for him. A comfortable lead as well. Doyle fakes, breaks towards second. Stops up short as the first pitch is high to Ryder Young. Young with 11 hits, 3 doubles, a homer, and 10 RBIs. Another Gonzaga product. Here's his 1-0 from Mueller. But instead he decides to go over to first. No tag applied on Doyle. And you got Josiah Rodriguez, another guy going to Gonzaga, so didn't play there last spring, but he'll go there in the fall on top of Clint Beck. Beck has left the team, but he committed right before he left during the All-Star break as Young clips his foul towards the netting, and the count now moves to 1-1. Beck is dearly missed. His picture is still hung up in the AppleSox locker room. Great to see that there. They'll never forget Clint Beck. An all-star, a guy who led the team in saves. A great pitcher. Doyle breaks. The pitch taken for a strike. The throw down. Got him. What a play there. Lopez showing off his arm. And with that, there's the second out here in the second. One ball and 2 strikes the count. Corners playing even with their bag. Infield back on the outfield grass. And the 1-2 pitch to Ryder Young from Mueller. It's outside, taking the count even at 2s. Right behind Young, it's Reese Vassar looking to get his first AB as a Sox this summer. Spent 2 years here in Wenatchee before that. The 2-2 pitch to Young. Strike 3 called. Breaking ball, got him, top rung. And the Sox go down in order once again here in the second as the HarbourCats lead 1-0 here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
The Loop Trail Cafe wish the AppleSox the best of success this season. Locally owned, the Loop Trail Cafe has a great menu for breakfast and lunch. Start your morning off with the local famous zombie or breakfast burrito and a cup of coffee or tea. During the hot summer, you'll find ice cream cones. Get a scoop on the Loop. The Loop Trail Cafe, across from the splash pad in the Riverfront Center building at 1 5th Street, Suite 160 in Wenatchee.
When saying goodbye feels overwhelming, Brookside Funeral Home is by your side. The Moeller family and our staff, now serving the Wenatchee Valley, with the same award-winning compassion and dedication we have shared for years as an independent, locally owned funeral home. Brookside Funeral Home, helping you honor life and celebrate memories. Brookside Funeral Home, here for you when it matters most. Learn more at brooksidefuneral.com.
When you need prescriptions filled, visit Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy. Locally owned and in business since 1945, Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy is your friendly Health Mart pharmacy ready to serve you. They've made it their goal to meet the special healthcare needs of families throughout North Central Washington. Stop in or use their convenient drive-thru to get all your questions answered and prescriptions filled. Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy, 509-662-5801 and at 820 North Chelan.
So David Barnes done as well. Both him and Alec Johnson only went an inning, and now they'll bring up Miles Ducharme. Ducharme, a guy who was with the Sox earlier this summer around the first half, but then he was let go. He comes back, of course, as the AppleSox need some bullpen depth. A guy who has a bit of a funky delivery, a side armor. Not fully submarine, but he's near that. Barnes done after 1 inning where he faced the minimum. Picked up 1 strikeout along the way. Of course, Ducharme now looking to deal some damage as Victoria leads 1-0 in the third. Jackson Dye, glad to have you this Monday afternoon here at Paul Thomas. The smoke just coating it here in Wenatchee. Ducharme facing Riley Quack, the 9-hole batter, as he takes the first pitch high for a ball. Crowd and dugout not happy with the call, but the HarbourCats will take it. The 1-0. Called strike on the outer half. Painted it there by Ducharme, and the count even at 1s. In the second, it was Dylan Lopez, Cameron Shealoy, and Aiden Rice. A strikeout, flyout, and a groundout is how that inning went. Ducharme's next offering finishes inside for ball 2, a hitter's count now for Riley Quack. The shortstop bats 174 with 12 hits and 14 RBIs. The 2-1 outside. Pozzolini has to slide on his knees to glove it. And the count now at 3 balls and 1 strike. We're in the third inning. The Sox are in their third arm. Ducharme has a pitch count, but he has some more leeway compared to Barnes and Johnson, as this is laced into center field. Doyle ranging back on the run towards his right, snags it for out number 1. Top of the order brings up David Cron. Cron was the first and only run of this ball game for both squads. He reached on a single, and then a wild pitch would later score him. Cron leads the team in hits. Entered the game with 50, now at 51. Also has 9 homers, a team best, as well as 17 stolen bases. The first pitch is outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes to count. Cron crowding the plate. As he gets this one off the hands, pops it up towards Reese Vassar at second base. He backs up and hauls it in shallow left field for out number 2. And it brings up Brian Bradshaw. The Sox looking for another 1-2-3 inning here. That happened to the Sox twice. And, of course, looking to do the same for Victoria. Bradshaw 0 for 1 with the ground out today. Ducharme kicks and deals. Bunt shown. He pulls it back, but it's still called for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Ducharme set. The breath in the pitch. Fastball outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Your umpires today, it's Thomas Glenn in the field, and then Michael Ames behind the plate calling balls and strikes. The 1-1. Fastball outside and high, and once again a hitter's count for the HarbourCats. Bradshaw looking to take advantage here. Bradshaw batting .340, 34 hits, 5 doubles, 19 RBIs. His 2-1. High, ball 3. Ducharme gets down early, but able to battle back. It was a 3-1 count on a quack when he lined out to center. The 3-1 pitch from the side armor. Popped up towards the stands. And there's the second strike of the at-bat. Count is full with 2 outs and nobody on. Three balls, 2 strikes. Bradshaw looking to avoid a 1-2-3. Ducharme looking to deliver. The pitch, a swing and a miss. The HarbourCats go down in order 2 times in a row. They still have the lead. They lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom half of the third here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Link Transit is your free, clean, and safe ride to where you need to go. Whether you need to go to work, school, run errands, or taking a day trip to Leavenworth or Chelan, Link can take you there. Save gas and don't worry about parking. Plan your trip with Google Maps, Apple Maps, or the Transit app. Skip the fuss. Take the bus with Link Transit.
Come experience the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing at Pybus Public Market, your family-friendly destination for exceptional craft beer, great food, and a welcoming atmosphere. With 20 rotating taps featuring Hellbent craft brews and local ciders, plus a full bar and local wine list, there's something for everyone. Their chef-driven seasonal menu showcases the freshest local ingredients with bold American and Pan-Asian flavors in every dish. Open daily, visit the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing and embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley.
Hey, AppleSox fans, let's talk about community. Today's broadcast is proudly sponsored in part by the Salcedo Group of Companies, now celebrating 25 years of HVAC, electrical, and high-scale development excellence right here in the Valley. But Salcedo is more than business. They actively back over 70 regional schools, nonprofits, and teams. From global philanthropy to the home turf, Salcedo is proud to be locally grown and dedicated to our community. Thank you for investing in our Valley. Salcedo Group of Companies.
Incredibly fast pace as Reese Vassar leads it off in the bottom half of the third. Victoria has the lead at 1-0. Jackson Dodd, happy to have you on the airwaves tonight. Corners are in, infield back. The first pitch from Mueller. Vassar waves through it for a strike. 94 miles an hour, low and in. What a pitch there. His older brother, Quincy Vassar peering in, intently watching his younger brother hit here. The 0-1. Another fastball, but it's high, and the count is 1-1. Vassar was with the Sox at the start of the season last year, but then his contract expired, and he went back home. The 1-1 pitch. In the dirt, ball 2. So Vassar, of course, childhood friends with Joe Thornton, and of course his brother, Quincy, all from Tonasket, Washington. Tonasket, not a long trip here to Wenatchee. The 2-1 pitch clips top wrong, and the count is now 2-2. A little under an hour here to Tonasket. I've never been to Tonasket, but one time we drove through it, and Joe gave us a mini tour pointing out the best spots in town. A 2-2 pitch to Vassar. He flares it foul out of play. The count stays 2-2 strikes. And so we could say, you know, this is the best place to take somebody out on a date. Showed a couple of those spots. And then we got to this one point, and it says, yeah, well, you know, my friend owns this orchard. That's my friend's house. You know, I was at this person's house for, you know, my senior year party, something like that. He really gave us the whole entire rundown of Tonasket. It was cool. Vassar waves and chops this one foul, and the count stays 2-2. Vassar at shortstop today also plays third. Saw a little bit of that last season in 2025. See where he'll settle in here. He's giving Bryce Hampton a rest today. The 2-2 pitch. Flares it foul, a soft line drive into the glove of Quack for the first out.
Now batting number 12, Michael.
He might have broken his bat there. That did not have a great sound. And yes, he did. A couple of splinters and a lot of wood showing on the handle of his bat. Here's Michael Pozzolani, the catcher. Mueller set at the chest. The breath in the pitch. Pozzolani pops it up foul for strike 1. But again, a fast pace. The Sox went down in order in the first and second. And the HarbourCats did the same in the second and third. In the first, they did pick up one run, and that is the leading run in this ball game. Mueller's 0-1. Pozzolani, an indecisive swing. And he goes through for strike 2. He decided he wanted to swing about halfway as that one was on its way to him. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball. Just a bit high, and the count's 1-2. Mueller looking for his third strikeout today. The 1-2 pitch outside, ball 2. Young was the last K. He finished off the second there with a backwards. And then in the first inning, a swinging K for Noah Fields. The 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3. Pozzolani did a good job of drawing this count down. As Mueller, a guy who's been very efficient all today. The payoff pitch cuts him down. Breaking ball, center cut. Finishes off Pozzolani for the second out of the third. And now it brings up the 9-hole batter, Josiah Rodriguez. And Rodriguez, of course, just committed to Gonzaga. He's going to join Landon White, Joe Thornton, Clint Beck, Ryder Young, and Kainoa Santiago. The first pitch, Rodriguez takes a fastball center cut for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Slider taken, strike 2. Now Mueller facing 4 strikeouts today. He picked it up off of Pachelini for his 3rd. And now Rodriguez looking to be his 4th victim. The 0-2 pitch. Outside for a ball. Really nice chase pitch. Went with the slider, but Rodriguez able to hold back and stay in the count here. Infield back looking to keep the ball in. Not wanting to let anything past them. There's only been 1 hit in this ball game, and it came off the bat of David Cron for the HarbourCats. The 1-2 pitch. High, ball 2. Count even at 2s here with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 3rd. Victoria leading 1-0. Deep breath by Mueller. And the 2-2 pitch. He gets a piece of it and pops it up foul towards the entrance of Paul Thomas. Rodriguez not wanting to be an easy out for Mueller. A tall righty. Very lengthy, probably around 6'4". Really good wingspan on him that brings in the fastball, drives up the velocity. Of course, just more whip as he brings it home. The 2-2 pitch. Cued past the glove of Mueller. Quack moves in. It gets underneath his glove on Rodriguez. Able to sneak it in. Undecided whether it was a hit or an error. We'll get back to you on that, but it'll bring up Rafael Dunn.
Your peer batter, number 16, Rafael Dunn.
Here's Dunn. An E6 officially decided for Rodriguez, but the AppleSox will take their 2nd base runner of the game. First pitch to Dunn, outside, skips away from Lopez. Rodriguez decides to stay over at first, so there's no throw. Dunn leads the team in doubles with 9, and stolen bases he has 20. For a while, it was him and Kamagiri who were battling for first place, the title of stolen base king, but now Dunn holds it solely. He swings and deflects his pitch back, takes the count to 1-1. Of course, McGarry has departed from the Sox. Going back down to Phoenix, Arizona. He was at Arizona State for 2 years, but then committed to GCU in the offseason. During this summer, he's honestly closer to his home in Phoenix. Good for him. The 1-1 pitch. Buried in the dirt. Ball 2. Great job by Lopez to smother it and keep it in front of him. So hitters count on Rafael Dunn, who popped out to short in his first at-bat. And with the error that Rodriguez reaches on, it avoids another 1-2-3 inning. As the pitch is outside, takes the count to 3-1 strike on Dunn. So breaks that skid there. The Sox will definitely be happy about that. But, of course, they got to get some runs across and advance them into scoring position. You had Doyle, who reached earlier but was caught stealing going to second. The 3-1 pitch. Dunn waves through a breaking ball, fooled him, and the count is full. And you got a fastball at 95, tops at 96, and you hit him with a breaking ball at 85 with some amazing vertical movement. It's really hard for a hitter to adjust. Mueller set at the chest. The payoff pitch is a fastball flared foul. Dunn stays alive, still in this count here. Of course, Dunn, an all-star. He's going to produce ABs just like that. Also, your beer batter today. So, of course, the Sox fans here hoping for at least a single. But Mueller looking to thwart the AppleSox here. The payoff pitch. Another flared foul ball, and he stays alive. Fastball at 94 miles an hour on the outer half. Just a hair off the plate, but don't blame Dunn there for trying to wave at it, get a piece of it, stay alive. He does not want to leave his fate up to the umpire. Josiah Rodriguez over at first. 2 outs. The payoff pitch. Swing and a skipping ball over to the glove of Mueller. He jumps up, snags it, throws to first in time. And the Sox leave one man on after 1 error, no hits, and no runs. Victoria still has the lead as we head to the top of the 4th here on the AppleSox radio network.
Have you ever thought about how much you're on your feet? A comfortable pair of boots can make a real difference. If you've had a hard time finding a good pair of boots, visit Neil's Boots, Shoes and Repair, where you'll find a good selection of Danner boots, including Light 2s, Vicious, and Radical 453s. They also carry Smoke Jumper and Hawthorne white boots. Neil's Boots, Shoes and Repair, 811 South Wenatchee Avenue.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Hi, this is Jeff Rounds, president of Lipke Insurance. Do you want better value from your insurance? Whether it's home, auto, health, life, farm, or business coverage, our team at Lipke Insurance works with the top companies to provide the best protection at competitive prices, providing our clients help before they need it. That's value. That's Lipke Insurance. Contact us today to see how affordable peace of mind can be. Let's talk today.
Lipke Insurance. Call 888-902-1800. Online at lipke.com.
The tap room by Help and meets the lighter world of craft beer. Now that is between Logan Shepard.
Good, just quick, service is good, really nice people, yeah.
Top of the 4th here, the first pitch from Ducharme, yanked hard, deep left field, and that ball's gone, but they're going to say it was foul. 418 feet off the bat. Man, that ball was smoked. 108 miles an hour on top of that off the bat of Shepard. You couldn't ask for a better hit ball. The 0-1, a called strike, went with the breaking ball there. And Shepard just a hair out in front of that ball, and man, Ducharme lucky to have that one back. The sidearmer set with the belt. The 0-2 outside and in the dirt for a ball. Ducharme, the third arm the AppleSox utilized today. We're only in the 4th inning. Of course, Johnson and Barnes, both pitch counts, wanting to get their arms warm. The 1-2 pitch outside, evens the count of 2s. Shepard was the second base runner in the ballgame for the HarbourCats. They have not had a single one since him. Reached on a walk and left over at third. The 2-2 pitch well high, and the count's full. David Cron, the one runner who came across the board for both squads today, as Victoria leads 1-0. The 3-2 pitch, swinging a skipping ball over the glove of Vassar. He fires over to first, and there's the first out of the 4th. Great job by Vassar there. Seeing the skipping ball, it was a hard hit, staying down, keeping his head behind his glove, and watching it all the way in before he rushed to throw. And Jacob Silva now. He's 0 for 1 with the ground out. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Since the first, where the HarbourCats picked up their 1 run, they went down in order after that. Second and third, the Sox pretty effective since then. The next offering, a called strike flips at the knees, and the count is now 1-1. The Sox on a 6-game win streak, hoping to make that 7 here. The 1-1. Outside, ball 2. Silva bats .262. 28 hits this season, 4 doubles, a triple. On top of 24 walks. The 2-1 pitch. Parrish shoots this into left field. It's a fair ball. It skips into the corner, but Young able to reach it. And Silva decides to stop up short over at first. And a 1-out single for the HarbourCats breaks up their 7-up, 7-down streak. Brings up Roan Klein now. And Klein, a ground out as well today in the first. He bats .280. The first pitch, runner goes. Pitch outside, the throw airmailed, and it skips into center. Doyle, the good backup to get the ball in quickly. And Silva didn't even see that it rolled all the way to center. And Pozzolani, bit early on the throw there, follow through. Wasn't fully there. And just sails it into center. A runner in scoring position and a 1-0 count on Klein. The pitch. Runs inside, nearly hits him, jackknifes him away. And the count now moves to 2-0. Klein grounded out after a full count in the first. So he has a good eye. It looks to produce a quality AB here. The 2-0 pitch, a swing and a miss. Chase the breaking ball. And the count is now 2-1. But still a hitter's count. The HarbourCats hoping for a ball to the outfield. Or even a ball through the 6 hole. A major shift here. Favoring his pull side. The 2-1 pitch outside. 3 balls and 1 strike the count. Vassar playing 2 or 3 feet away from second base. Dunn playing more towards the first base side and White on the line. As the pitch ends up high, ball 4, runners at first and second base, bringing up Dylan Lopez. The HarbourCats have something to work with here. They have the lead already, 1-0 in game 1. And they look to add on to that here. They got a runner in scoring position, man over at first as well. Lopez, who bats .238, awaits the first offering. Ducharme winds and deals. It ends up outside for a ball. Lopez was the first strikeout for the HarbourCats today. They only had 2. The other was Brian Bradshaw on the third. Both of those swinging Ks. And the 1-0. Fastball. Center cut for a strike. Ducharme's fastball, not exactly the fastest, around 80 miles an hour. You compare that to Mueller, who tops out at 96. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Hit the other way, through the 4-hole. Dunn can't grab it. Silva gets the wave home. The relay from Landon. White skips away from him. The run's going to score, and Victoria picks up a 2-0 lead. Klein advances to second, of course, Lopez at first. So the situation is still the same as Quincy Vassar. Going to go out and talk to Ducharme. This mound is brought to you by Banner Bank. At Banner Bank, we're excited to cheer on the Wenatchee AppleSox at home and away games. Banner Bank member FDIC. We're huge fans of local sports in the community and proud to support AppleSox baseball. We hope to see you at the ballpark. Banner Bank member FDIC. Also, thank you to Buddy's Home Furnishing. Buddy's Home Furnishing has furniture, home electronics, appliances, and computers to suit any home. Whether you're looking for sleek and modern or classic and cozy, Buddy's has furniture for every room that we know you'll love. With our flexible payment options and free delivery and setup, you'll be glad you went with Buddy's. And lastly, thank you to Colville Gaming. Embark on your RV adventure at 12 Trans Lake Chelan Casino. Full hookups, lakeside views, and gaming just steps away. Reserve your perfect spot today at ColvilleCasinos.com. 12 tribes, Colville Casinos, far from the ordinary, far from the adventure. Cameron Chialoy now. He's 0 for 1. Runners at first and second. 1 out. He takes a first pitch slider for a strike. They've asked to go out there just to try and get Deshawn to settle back in, calm his nerves, give up that run there, and it's very easy to let your confidence get down. A fake back pick by Pochtelani as the pitch winds up outside. He does not throw down, but he does get Lopez to get dirty. 1-1 the count here. Chialoy bats .273. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing, but a called strike anyways, and the count's 1-2. Really good placement on the breaking ball. Ends up low and away, one of the hardest pitches to hit in baseball. And Ducharme executed that perfectly. Ducharme set at the belly button. And his 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. It hits top rung. There's 3 total strikeouts for the Sox today, and the second from Ducharme. Perfectly painted there. And now at hands, 2 outs with runners at first and second for the HarbourCats. They still have the lead, 2-0, but it'll bring up their 8th hole spot, Aiden Rice, as Ducharme looks to finish them off and prevent any further damage. The first offering well outside breaking ball. And the count is 1 ball, no strikes. Ducharme set. The side armor kicks and deals. Fastball. Dinged foul towards the backstop. And the count now even at 1s. Sox come back tomorrow facing Victoria, as well as on Wednesday. Same time, same place. The Sox on a 6-game win streak look to continue that today. They have 15 total wins as it pitches outside in a fur ball. 15 total series wins. Picked up the most recent one off the hands of the Kamloops Northpaws. They swept them and swept the Kelowna Falcons right before them on a 6-game road trip. Hitters count. A lot he can do here with runners at first and second base and 2-0 lead. Ducharme fires a 2-hopper over to Dunn. He hauls it in, fires to first, and that's the side. They keep the HarbourCats to a mere 1 run. They lead 2-0 after leaving 2 men on base. Only picked up 2 hits, and they once again pick up another run. 2-0 your score as we head to the bottom half of the 4th here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
NCW.News is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.News provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.News and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.News for local news you can trust.
Your teenage years are full of unknowns. Your bank shouldn't be one of them. With People's Bank Teen Access Checking, account holders can build healthy money habits while learning to manage their spending. There are no monthly service charges, no balance requirements, and if the parent or guardian has an existing People's Bank account, adding Teen Access takes less than 10 minutes. You know your teen, we know banking. Teen Access Checking from People's Bank. Easy for them, easier for you. Member FDIC.
Hi folks, Kelly Herschel from Valley Tractor and Rentals, your one-stop Kubota shop. Kubota Valley Tractor is keeping it simple. You want the best-selling compact tractor? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact excavator? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact skid steer? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling diesel zero-turn mower? Buy a Kubota. You want the best? Buy a Kubota. Kubota Valley Tractor since 1948, Baker Flats, East Wenatchee.
Contact Libke Insurance for your home, auto, life, health, business, and farm. Peace of mind delivered online at Libke. Victoria has a 2-0 lead here in the bottom half of the fourth. Sox looking to chip away at it. Mueller has been very efficient facing the Sox's bats today. As he winds and delivers to Fields. The first pitch check swing does not go around. The count's 1-0. He faced the minimum in the first and second innings, but in the third, an error by the shortstop, Quack, would break it up. He nearly could have had 3 in a row of a 1-2-3 inning. Corners in, middle infield back as Fields waves and misses. First strike 1. Chased the breaking ball well outside. His feet slid out from underneath him, and he settles back in now. Mueller, the breath in the pitch. Breaking ball outside, ball 2. Mueller, really good slider. Fastball, of course, around 95, 96 miles an hour if he really wants to bring it in. Stepped off the mound, maybe got some ash behind his ear. As it's really just socked in now. You can't see East Wenatchee. And a gray hue all throughout the ballpark. Two balls, 1 strike, the count. Mueller kicks and deals. A Shields flares one out to left field. Bradshaw works in, squeezes it for out number 1. And now it's Landon White, the hit leader for the Sox with 44, batting .319. White, 8 doubles, 2 homers, and 28 RBIs so far this season. Been here all season long. The first pitch, he ropes this into the gap. Bradshaw and Sheila ranging back in. They can't glove it because it's out of here. Landon White puts the Sox on the board. A solo shot takes this game 2-1. You don't see it a lot. But Landon White delivered with a hit towards the left side, a homer on top of that in the left center gap. Usually, it's one punch towards the right side, but White gets the job done there. And with that homer as well, the no-hitter is gone for Mueller. It's the first pitch to Zach Doyle's outside for a ball. And Mueller, like we said, efficient, had a no-hitter, but of course White will break it up there, the 1-0. Doyle deflects it foul into the backstop, taking the count to 1-1. Sean McGrath delivers a fresh set of balls for home plate ump Michael Alms. And the 1-1 pitch from the righty. Doyle rips this center field. Chialoy ranging back. See you later. Back-to-back home runs. Zach Doyle ties this ball game up with another solo shot. It's 2-2 here at Paul Thomas. 420 feet. He got all of that baseball, sent it a mile out of here. And they've caught on to Mueller's number. Here's Kano Morisaki. The first pitch. Outside, ball one. You don't see that often. Back-to-back homers, both solo shots. And, of course, it was looking a little bleak for the Sox as Mueller was handling them so far, but now some new life. The 1-0. Saki twitches his hands but holds back as it finishes high for ball two. Saki crowding the plate, batting lefty against the righty. The 2-0. Takes it, top rung for a strike. Crowd not a fan of that one. Neither is the dugout. But Saki accepts it and digs back in. The 2-1. He shoots it foul towards the AppleSox bullpen, and he stays alive. And you don't see it often, but a home run hit towards the about right center, nearly, farthest part of the ballpark. It hasn't happened all season. The 2-2 pitch. Outside ball three. Like I said, with White's home run, usually it's a lefty pulling it towards right field or a righty shooting it the opposite way. You don't see many out towards left field or, center field, right center gap, because those are the deepest parts of the ballpark here. And the wind, of course, just takes it out towards right naturally. The payoff pitch from Mueller. Outside ball four, runner on with one out. And looks like a mound visit here. They're going to talk to Mueller, get him settled back in. But excuse me, no, his day is going to be done. The Sox tie it up 2-2 after a pair of solo shots, both in a row by Landon White and Zach Doyle. Will meet the new arm for the HarbourCats after this here on the Wenatchee AppleSox Radio Network.
Hop into my Chevy. We're going to take a ride. We're going down to Easy's Burgers where the food is dynamite. Easy's Burgers. Easy's Burgers. Oh, yeah. Fast, friendly, and delicious. They really do it right. Serving up those burgers every day and every night. Big kids, little kids, mom and dad too. Easy's Burgers. Made fresh for you.
Dr. Scott Bibbins Family Dentistry. Friendly, professional staff where they take care of all of your dentistry needs. Fillings, cleanings, root canals, crowns and bridges, orthodontic appliance therapy, oral surgery, and dental implants. Complete dentistry for the whole family, where their experienced staff takes pride in offering comfortable care in a relaxed atmosphere and strive to exceed your expectations. Dr. Scott Bibbins Family Dentistry. Now at their new home at 445 Mission Street, across from Banner Bank in Wenatchee. The convenient parking off Mission and 5th Street.
Since 1977, Hagelin's Trophies has provided North Central Washington with the best in awards. Capture those special memories with a trophy, plaque, or award from Hagelin's Trophies. They also engrave name badges, desk and wall signs, and can customize your badges, signs, and awards with your logo on their laser engraving system. If you need promotional items, they can help there too. Hagelin's Trophies, 123 North Chelan in Wenatchee, and at Hagelin'sTrophies.com.
The new arm for the HarbourCats is Tristan Thomas. He comes in for Mueller, who had quite a day coming up until this fourth inning. A pair of solo shots by Landon White and Zach Doyle ties it up 2-2. And then a walk issued to Kano Morisaki finished his day. He tossed 3 1/3. Gave up 2 hits, both the homers, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And entering this fourth inning, he had a no-hitter. But he was thwarted in a big way. The last homer by Zach Doyle, 420 feet. Man, he was smoked that ball. And the Sox are riding a high of momentum, bringing up Ryder Young. Young, a backwards cane in the second, has a runner on first base. The Sox want to break up this tie and use the momentum they have right now. Thomas, a lefty arm, and replaced for the righty. He fires and finishes it in the dirt for a ball. The HarbourCats today in jerseys that are royal blue, the 1-0 is outside, ball 2. You have red and blue stripes down the sides on the pants and the uniform. HarbourCat logo on the left breast and the number on the right. The 2-0, outside, ball 3. The Sox in their home white uniforms. And, the HarbourCats uniforms are reminiscent of the Montreal Expos. They wore it in Victoria. They're using them today as the 3-0 pitch. It's center cut, and the count's now 3-1. And so it must be a nod to the Expos, trying to honor their memory. Of course, no longer part of MLB. The 3-1 pitch. High, ball 4, back-to-back walks here in the 4th inning. Not the way that Thomas was looking to start off his outing. Moves Morisaki to second, of course. Young now at first. They're putting up Reese Vassar. Vassar 0 for 1, lined out to short in his last at-bat in the 3rd. Thomas, set, looks at second, lifts his leg and deals. Vassar pops it up, foul, out of play, and the count's 0-1. Zaki and Young, some decent speed in the base paths. Not the fastest guys, but, man, a ball hits the outfield. Saki's probably scoring here. The 0-1, called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Thomas looking to bounce back after he issued that last walk. Thomas winds and deals the 0-2. Popped up sky high towards the bullpen of the HarbourCats, and it settles in there. No effort by Silva. This is the last homestand for the Sox before they head out for the playoffs. They have a day off on Thursday, and then they're going to have the North Division first series. That's going to be the 7th through the 9th. The 7th is away wherever the Sox need to go. 0-2 pitches outside and high, ball 1. And then every other playoff game after that, starting the 8th, is hosted at Paul Thomas. So the Sox make it to the West Coast League Championship game because they have the best record in the WCL. They will host that on top of the North Division Championship game. The 1-2, swinging a hard hit, fly ball out to center. Chia Loy ranges back in front of the warning track. He squeezes it for the second out. Saki tags up, heads for third, and runners now at the corners to bring up Michael Podstreleni. And so, the Sox really unsure of who they're going to face in their first couple playoff games. Right now it's battle between Nanaimo, Edmonton, Kelowna, and Victoria. They know they won't face Bellingham, who's going to have the 2nd seed. And so, of course, like traditional playoff bracket, it's the 1 and 4 seed, and then the 2nd and the 3rd seed facing off. Podstreleni takes a first pitch slider for a ball. 2 outs, runners at the corners, tied 2-2. Check back over to first, Young in there safely. The Sox pretty much, in the sake of convenience, want anywhere but Edmonton. Because Edmonton is a long trip. It's about a 4.5 hour, 5 hour bus ride, a 2-hour flight, but of course you got to think security and all that. Podstreleni dribbles it through the 4-hole. That'll be a base hit. Saki's going to come home, and the Sox take the lead 3-2. Young advances to second in the inning. Just keeps on rolling for the Wenatchee AppleSox. And so, yeah, they don't exactly want to go to Edmonton. Right now, the Nanaimo is in third. But again, they're tied for 11 games back with the rest of the 4. So it could go any way. Thankfully for the Sox, Edmonton is playing Bellingham, who's very hot lately. The first pitch, inner half, strike on Rodriguez. And so if Bellingham continues to play as they are playing right now, Edmonton will drop. Kelowna is right behind the Riverhawks, and they're facing Port Angeles. Port Angeles is 11-40, so spells well for the Falcons. The pitch runs inside, ball 1. And you have Victoria, who's facing the Sox right now. And so, of course, the Sox continue to play how they've been playing lately. Victoria's going to continue to drop, and they won't have a playoff spot. But if the Sox slip, Victoria may have a chance. The 1-1 pitch. Rodriguez waves through it fastball by him for strike 2. And so really, it's undecided so far. We may not even know until game 3 on Wednesday. Of course, you would love to call it by tomorrow, but with how tight the race is right now for 3rd and 4th, we don't know for this wild card spot. 1-2, Rodriguez takes it high, count evens at 2s. You got 2 outs, runners at first and second base. Sox lead 3-2. Both teams with 3 hits apiece. 2 of those hits are solo homers for the Sox. Thomas set, lifts his leg and fires. Swing and a miss. A nasty pitch there. Rodriguez is retired. And that finally wraps up the 4th inning. The Sox do some damage. 2 solo shots and an RBI single by Michael Pacciolini gives them the lead. They lead 3-2 as we head to the top half of the 5th here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time.
Discover what Premier Senior Living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Hey, it's Stacy with the Floor Factory is Flooring America. Whether you're looking for a small project or a large one, from special order options to our large selection of in-stock, we can help you. From the latest color and style trends or to more of a classic style, we can help you. Carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, laminate, and even sheet vinyl. Come check out our newly updated showroom and our last chance bargain basement. They're great for do-it-yourself, or we have professional installation available too at 13 South Wenatchee Avenue. It's where friends send friends to the Floor Factory.
A run there on top of 1 walk, but did strike out 2 in the process. The Sox 3 total strikeouts today as they've gone through 3 arms, and Frazier now their 4th. He's going to be facing the 9-hole batter to start it off, being Riley Quack. And what a last inning for the Sox. In the 4th, picked up 3 runs, 2 of those runs coming off back-to-back homers by Landon White and then Zach Doyle. Frazier from the windup fires. Breaking ball. Hits top rung for a strike. Quack really crowding the plate here. Toes are on the chalk. The 0-1 pitch. A high fly ball left field, Young. couple steps to his right, snags it for out number 1. Very easy out there. And of course, you got to play with the smoke as well. The ball kind of blends in as the smoke just hovering across the whole Wenatchee Valley. Top of the order, David Cron. Cron was the first run of the ball game for the HarbourCats. And that came in the first. He was the first hit out of the 3 for Victoria as well. Frazier kicks in, deals. The pitch rolled over to short. Fast on the backhand, fires the first in time for out number 2. Real nice play there by Vassar. Staying down on the ball, keeping his body low, and taking his time as well on the throw. He knew he had time, and he collected himself. And a good throw right there, like he's playing chess game with Landon White. There's Brian Bradshaw, who's 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout. Frazier fires in the dirt for a ball. The chess game, a game that a lot of baseball players will play when they're playing catch. It trains accuracy, also just fun. As the 1-0 pitch from Frazier comes in. So below the knees for ball 2. So pretty much, if you throw a ball near the head, that's 3 points. At the chest is 2. And anywhere below the belt is nothing. Next offering in the dirt, ball 3. If it's stomach, you'll get 1. But it has to be in the midline of the body. It can't range away from that. And one, it's fun because, competitive edge, but also it trains you to be more accurate with your throws. Frazier's 3-0, clips bottom rung for a strike. A lot of guys growing up will play the chess game. And, of course, helps them get better. The 3-1. Low ball 4, and the HarbourCats able to keep this inning alive.
How about number 28, Logan Shepard?
Shepard here, the DH in this game 1. 0 for 1. The walk in the first and a ground out in the 4th. On runner on with 2 outs. Frazier, set, lifts his leg and fires. He airmails this one, but Paccioni pops up and snags it. I think he just lost grip of that one there. Throws it at 68 miles an hour. Tried the off speed, but could not get a great grip of it. Frazier's 1-0. Breaking ball drops in there for a strike. Beautifully painted there. Runner over at first base in a 1-1 count. 2 outs. Sox with a 3-2 lead. Frazier's 1-1. Well high. Taking it to a hitter's count now. A lot that Shepard can do here. And Shepard in his last AB hit a foul tank, 418 feet. Was just ahead of it. The 2-1 pitch. Another breaking ball called strike. Just tickles top rung at 67 miles an hour. Count even at 2s. Forgot to mention it, but during the break, they had the catch of a mustard race. And after this inning, we'll tell you who won. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, man on first. Frazier's 2-2. He yanked into left field. It skips in front of Young. He fires it back in quickly. Runners now at first and second base to bring up Silva. Why not? I'll tell you now. So we had return of Relish. Relish finally came back. It was really great to see Relish back. It was great to see Relish back. Relish was on the IL for a long time for a hangnail. But he's back. It was great to see him. I raced as Relish once. I retired. Did not get the win. First pitch on the way is a called strike on Silva. No balls, one strike. Runners at first and second. Frazier winds and deals. Silva flares one out to center. Doyle ranging towards his left in the gap, holds it in for the third and final out. So, ketchup, mustard, relish, lock in your guesses. We'll tell you all about it after this break here as the Sox have the lead 3-2 on the Wenatchee AppleSox Radio Network.
Get drawn for Raceway Riches at 12 Tribes Casinos, and your horse will be a guaranteed winner. One lucky guest will be drawn every hour from 5 to 10 p.m. to watch their horse barrel down our Clinco Hill to win up to $5,000 every Friday and Saturday in July and August. Then on August 29th, get drawn for the finale to share in a total of $55,000 at 12 Tribes Omac Casino Hotel, Lake Chelan Casino, and Cooley Dam Casino. 12 Tribes Casinos. Far from the ordinary. Close to the adventure. Gambling problem? Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-522-4700.
I have come to the conclusion that one useless man is called a disgrace, that two are called a law firm, and that three or more become a Congress. And by God, I have had this Congress.
250 years ago, the spark was lit, and a new America was forged in the flames. From the Numerica Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning musical 1776. July 31st through August 15th at the Numerica Pack. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at numericapack.org.
Mission Ridge, proud sponsor of AppleSox Baseball, says, let's go, Sox. Hope you're enjoying the game. Head up to the Chair 5 Pub at Mission Ridge. Open Fridays through Sundays all summer long. It's your spot for great food, local drinks, and unbeatable mountain views high above the valley. Whether you're wrapping up a day on the trails, looking to cool off from the summer heat, or just want a relaxed place to hang out with friends and family, the Chair 5 Pub delivers. Keep the good times rolling after the final inning. Visit missionridge.com to learn more.
Back here, the Sox with the lead. 3-2 here in the bottom of the fifth. Jackson Dodd here. And, of course, talking before the break, after locking your guesses, was it relish, ketchup, or mustard? Drum roll, please. It was my fan favorite, relish. Relish, in his first race back in probably a month, came back with a dub. I may have been the last person to race this as relish. I don't exactly remember who the last person was. I unfortunately lost, but the relish today, got some redemption for me. I appreciate that. Dunn leads it off. He skips it foul towards the mound. Thomas gloves it, spins around, and fires for out number one.
Now batting number 15.
One pitch and one out. Very effective for Thomas there. Bring up Noah Fields now. Fields, he's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout in this ball game. He's been hot lately. He's batting .343 with 12 hits. Picked up his first homer of the year on the road trip. The first pitch to him, well outside. Thomas lost grip of that one there. And the finishes in the lefty's batter's box. One ball, no strikes, the pitch. Fields skips it foul. And counts 1-1. Again, a lot of playoff stuff coming around. Really unsure who's going to be those two wild cards in the third and fourth seeds. So let's take a look at the WCL scoreboard report presented by Exela Wellness. Visit exelawellness.com today and discover holistic, non-invasive care tailored just for you. Next offering outside the count is now 2-1 on Noah Fields. And of course, you would love an Edmonton loss today and a Kelowna win. We'll take a look at that after this pitch by Thomas. On the windup, he fires, and it's high for ball 3. Kelowna crushing Port Angeles, 9-1 in the top of the 6th. And then, of course, you have this game, 3-2, Sox leading. Walla Walla on top, 7-1 of the Marionberries. A 3-1 pitch. A skipper towards the AppleSox dugout, and the count is now full. Bend being shut out right now, 10-0. Drifters on top there. Kamloops beating the Nanaimo Night Owls 4-1. Did they not expect that? As the Nanaimo's in the third seed right now, They're trying to battle back, and a loss today is not going to spell well. The payoff pitch popped up, foul territory. Silva ranging back, and it skips right in front of his feet. Corvallis leads 3-0 over the Ridgefield Raptors. Edmonton is leading right now 4-3 over the Bellingham Bells, which is very surprising. Bellingham on an 8-game win streak. Hopefully they can come back, because, of course, the AppleSox don't exactly want to go to Edmonton. And lastly, Portland leads 5-1 over the Yakima Valley Pippins. Payoff pitch. Throws him. Fields watches it down the middle, and he knows it. Can't do that. On 2 strikes, watch a fastball down center cut. Couldn't ask for a better pitch there, but it brings up Landon White with 2 outs. So Kelowna win today. Good for the Sox. As White laces us through the 6 hole. It'll be a base hit. Very effective approach there, going with the ambush tactic. And he barrels that ball and puts a runner on. It's Zach Doyle now, who leads the team in average, batting .377. And Doyle homered in his last AB. Went 420 feet over the center field wall. The first pitch. He lines us up the middle. It'll skip down in front of Chialoy. And back-to-back singles by White and Doyle. These two, just as trying to be a pair today. Both of them 2 peas in a pod. They homer back-to-back and now single back-to-back. That's Kanoa Morisaki now. He's 0 for 1 with the pop-out. A walk and run scored in the 4th. He scored off an RBI single by Michael Podstreleni. He's got runners at first and second and 2 outs. The first pitch skips in the dirt. It goes all the way to Thomas. He has no throw, and both runners advance 90 feet. Thomas just buried that in the dirt, and it kicked off the chest guard of Lopez so much that it rolled into fair territory, and Thomas was the one who was able to retrieve it. A 1-0 count here. The windup and the pitch. Inside, ball 2. Saki, 18 RBIs this season. Hoping to add more onto that here. The 2-0 pitch. Check swing goes around. Just indecisive there. He saw the high fastball. Eyes got hungry, waved at it, but he knew he should have held back. Kind of just swung with his arms there. Two 2-1 pitch, outside ball 3. The Sox would love a walk here. Will the bases bring up Ryder Young? The 3-1 pitch. Saki waves and misses, chases another high fastball, and the count's now full. 2 times in this AB, he's gone for the high fastball after a ton of breaking balls offered by Thomas. He's got to be disciplined. The payoff pitch. Saki deflects it foul into the netting, and he stays alive. You got White over at third and Zach Doyle at second. White scores easily on a base hit, and Doyle's got the speed to where he can get on his high horse and could score on top of that if it's hit well to the outfield. Infield's back. The payoff pitch. Runs his side and hits him. Saki reaches first the hard way, and bases are loaded, bringing up Ryder Young. Young is just shy of 200, batting 196. He's got 11 hits and 10 RBIs. 0 for 1 today, a strikeout looking in the second and a walk in the fourth. A conversation here between Lopez and Thomas, trying to settle back in and You really calm his nerves. You got a tough situation here, and really, there's a lot you can do. You got 2 outs. All you can do is go up this batter. It was 2 quick, efficient outs, but then back-to-back singles, and the hit by a pitch now puts Thomas in some danger. That mound visit brought to you by Celerity Credit Union. Celerity Credit Union presents the Wenatchee Valley Farmers Market every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the west lot of Pybus Public Market. I love Ryder Young's walk-up song, Low Rider by War. It's very groovy. Bases loaded, the pitch. Swings through it for a strike. Young, a walk in his last AB, was left on base. Thomas is 0-1. Flared foul into the netting. The count's now 0-2. In some danger here. He hopes to deliver, but Thomas in striking distance. The Sox have a 3-2 lead, but man, a base hit here would be huge and add even more insurance. The 0-2 pitch to Ryder Young. He gets a piece of it, lofts it foul, and he stays alive. No balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded. Infield's back, open to keep the ball in. Thomas lifts his leg and fires. It finishes in the dirt, but great block by Lopez to smother it. And the count's now 1-2. After getting down 0-2, Young driving a good AB at bat here. The 1-2. He skips it towards short. Quack tosses to Cron in time, and that's the side. The Sox leave the bases loaded. They still have the lead 3-2 here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Looking for a quality used Euro car? Visit Wenatchee Euro Import Auto Sales in East Wenatchee by the airport. Locally owned with vehicles fully inspected, serviced, and reconditioned by Eric's European and Asian Auto Repair. Don't buy a mystery car from another sales lot when you can buy with confidence from the team at Wenatchee Euro Import Auto Sales, next to Eric's Euro and Wenatchee Rental Cars. Check out their inventory at WenatcheeEuro.com or call 509-888-7697.
Foster parents provide the safety, love, and nurturing every child deserves. Many kids are just looking for someone to talk to have fun with, to share their life with. Interested in being a foster parent? Call K Connections at 888-2006. That's 888-2006. K Connections, enhancing the lives of those they serve at 2121 North Wenatchee Avenue.
The Loop Trail Cafe wish the AppleSox the best of success this season. Locally owned, the Loop Trail Cafe has a great menu for breakfast and lunch. Start your morning off with a local famous zombie or breakfast burrito and a cup of coffee or tea. During the hot summer, you'll find ice cream cones. Get a scoop on the Loop. The Loop Trail Cafe, across from the splash pad in the Riverfront Center building at 1 5th Street, Suite 160 in Wenatchee.
Welcome back to Paul Thomas Sr. speaking. Jackson Dodd here in the top of the 6th inning as Victoria down by a run. Your Sox lead 3-2 here in Game 1. They're riding a 6-game win streak after sweeping the Kelowna Falcons, then the Kamloops North Paws. They've won 15 series in total, but 2 straight after the 2 sweeps. And their final homestand on the last homestand, the AppleSox are unfortunately defeated the Bellingham Bells, the 2nd seed in the West Coast League North Division. The first pitch to Rowan Klein on the way is yanked down the first base line, and it'll just go foul. You got all of that baseball, but it tails into foul territory. He'll have to go back and try it again. Klein today, the ground out in the first, and then walked in the 4th. He bats .280 with 46 hits, right behind David Cron, the hit leader, with 51. Frazier gets the sign from Podsterlenny, and he fires. Breaking ball inside, and the count is 1-1. course, you're talking about it last inning. Edmonton right now has the lead over Bellingham. You usually don't root for Bellingham, but in this case you do. Well, the 1-1 pitch comes in. It's a breaking ball that it's just high for ball 2. Of course, a trip to Edmonton be quite a ways, as if they take the series away from Bellingham, they would probably secure the 4th seed, and the Sox would have to go there. Slider inside, ball 3. Of course, it's just for one game. The AppleSox host Game 2 and Game 3 of the first WCL North Division Series, but still, it'd be a long day having to fly there, play the game, and then fly back. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball in the dirt, ball 4, and a leadoff walk to start off the 6th for Rowan Klein. But thankfully for the Sox, there's also Kelowna. Kelowna, same record as Edmonton, and right now they are beating the Port Angeles Lefties. Of course, Lefties have the worst record in the West Coast League at 11-40. So of course, things could spell well for the Falcons as Dolan Lopez pops this one out to center field. Doyle ranges back, squeezes it for the first out. Klein has to trot on back to first. But yeah, Falcons could pick up a series sweep off the hands of the lefties, which would be huge for the Sox, because you highly doubt Edmonton's going to sweep Bellingham. Of course, they may take the game today as they lead 4-3. It's still close. It's only one run. A one-run lead in the bottom of the 5th. But still, something you got to be aware of. Of course, Nanaimo losing to Kamloops right now, which you didn't expect either. Cameron Chialoy, first pitch, breaking ball, inside, ball 1. Chialoy bats .273 with 12 hits, 10 RBIs, 16 walks, and 10 stolen bases. The 1-0 pitch. Instead, Frazier decides to go to first. A nice pickoff move, and Klein didn't think he was going there, but able to get back just a hair in time. The HarbourCats, a very speedy team. They're first in stolen bases with 134, but also because of that, they're first in caught stealing with 26. Frazier reaches back and fires. The pitch well high. Pocciolini pops up to snag it, and the count is 2-0. Chialoy 0 for 2, a flyout and a strikeout. Klein on first after his walk. The 2-0. Swinging a line drive the other way. Fields ranges back at the warning track. He hauls it in for the second out. You always hold your breath when you see a ball hit like that towards right field. But the wind's not really going today here at Paul Thomas, so thankfully that one stays in the yard and an easy out there for Fields to record. It's Aiden Rice now, the man who's 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts today. He's got a man on first. Down by 1, 3-2 your score here in the top half of the 6th. Frazier's 0-0 offering. Lopez takes the called strike. Frazier been with the Sox pretty much the whole season. Not a lot of guys have done that. The 0-1 pitch from the lefty. Rice backs off the plate. It finishes inside. The count's 1-1. Most guys usually just report back to their colleges. Sometimes they have to go earlier, or they like to go home for a bit before going back to school. As of course, they pretty much finish their spring season and then come play summer ball. So the guys who were, especially first half guys, will go home first before returning to their school in the fall. The 1-1's outside, ball 2. Then you have some second half guys who are kind of flipped. They'll take time with their family after the spring season and then come to Wenatchee or wherever they're playing ball at, and then they'll go straight to school because they already have their time with family. 2-1 pitch from Frazier on the way. And the dirt skips away from Pocciolini. Klein into second easily there. 3 balls and 1 strike now, your count. Hoping to avoid another walk here. Try and keep the HarbourCats off the base paths. As the Sox have a lead right now, 3-2, but still, it's quite close. The 3-1 pitch from Colin Frazier. Slap towards right field. Fields ranges back, and he hauls it in for out number 3. The HarbourCats leave 1 man on after no hits, no errors, and no runs. Wenatchee leads 3-2 as we head to the bottom half of the 6th here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Wenatchee businesses, step up to the plate. Firefly is your hometown MVP for managed IT and cybersecurity, protecting your time and tech since 1992. For a limited time, Firefly is offering a free vulnerability scan to help pinpoint the gaps in your security and bring clarity to your risks before they turn into errors on the scoreboard. Call 509-663-TECH today to secure your scan and stop the bad guys from stealing home.
Hey, get the goat off the AC vent. This time of year, we are right there with the goat, hanging out and trying to stay cool.
Folks can start quotes on our website, WenatcheeInsurance.com.
And you can schedule an in-person video or phone appointment. No one should have to sweat about insurance.
We are a locally owned independent agency, so we can walk people through a variety of options.
Make sure you're covered, maybe even save some money. So give us a call or text today, 509-295-9055.
And then get back to the AC with the goat.
At Banner Bank, cheering on the AppleSox is just one more way they show their appreciation for the Wenatchee Valley. When it comes to your finances, it's all about how they can help you move forward with truly personal service, smart financial solutions, and being the local expert by your side when it matters most. In fact, Banner Bank has been named one of the 100 best banks in America by Forbes for 10 straight years and one of Newsweek's best regional banks again this year. Stop by your local Wenatchee branch or visit bannerbank.com. Banner Bank, member FDIC.
250 years ago, the spark was lit and a new America was forged in the flame. From the New America Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning Best Musical 1776, going from July 31st through August 15th at the New America Pack. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at newamericapack.org. So here we are, bottom of the 6th. Jackson Dodd here, happy to have you. The Sox, a lead, but not a large one. They lead 3-2. First pitch to Reese Vassar, just outside for ball 1. They picked up all 3 of their runs in the 4th inning off of 2 solo shots and then an RBI single. The 1-0, high to Vassar. Vassar, smaller in stature, uses that 4 as advantage, so a smaller strike zone. Has some great plate discipline. The 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball just blowing by him there, 88 miles an hour. The Sox have bases loaded in their last frame. Could not deliver. The 2-1 pitch, outside, ball 3. Oh, another arm warming up in the bullpen of the HarbourCats. The Sox have gone through 4 today, but it's because Johnson and Barnes both had pitch counts. A 3-1 deflected foul, and the counts now full. Yeah, Johnson and David Barnes both went 1 inning. Today was their first day here in Wenatchee, but only first of the season. They were here in 2025. The payoff pitch, just high. Vassar flips his bat towards the dugout and trots over to first to kick off the 6th. That was a close take on 2 strikes, but it turns out all well for Vassar. He's on first, and it's Michael Pozzolini. Just saw Joe Thornton walking towards the bullpen for the Sox. We may see him later in this ball game. Pozzolini shows bunt. They pick back over to first. The tag is not in time. Ends up being a ball on Pozzolini. Able to pull his bat back in time. See if he'll bunt again here. The Sox need runners in the scoring position. Would not be surprised if he got the same sign. Thomas winds and deals. But instead, Pozzolini Check swing goes around, and the count's on 1. A fastball well in, fooled him. And now even to the count here. Faster, couple steps over at first. The pitch, bunt shown. Called strike, tickles the top rung. One ball, 2 strikes, no outs, man over at first base. Sox leading 3-2. The 1-2 pitch to Michael Pozzolini. Shows bunt. It's just outside, and the count's 2-2. The sun's starting to set here over Paul Thomas. Can't really see it. The smoke blocks it out, but you can tell it's getting a bit darker. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thomas from the stretch fires home. Pozzolini pulls back his bunt, and the count's now full. Now we'll see if they have him bunt on a full count. Of course, with 2 strikes, and if you foul it off, it's going to go down as a strikeout in the books. So a high-risk, high-reward situation for Michael Pozzolini. The payoff pitch on the way. Pozzolini swings away and fouls it out of play. The count stays full. A lot of fires around Wenatchee. A couple in Spokane. And they kind of just bring all the way over here in the valley. The smoke just ranges in. The wind last night really blew it in as well. Here's a payoff pitch. Pozzolini skips it down the first base line, and he stays alive. And of course, you know, we've joked about it before. Here in Wenatchee, kind of have 5 seasons. Of course, it's fall, winter, spring, summer, and then fire season. And unfortunately, that is right now. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Michael Pozzolini with a runner over at first base and no outs. The pitch. As a hair off the plate, ball 4, and runners start first and second base after back-to-back walks. It's now Josiah Rodriguez. He's 0 for 2, reached on an error in the 3rd and struck out in the 4th. Rodriguez's walk-up song, Baby Come Back, one of my favorite songs. It's by Player. Infield's coming in. He shows bunt. Really pushes at it. Can't find the barrel. The count's on 1. When you bunt, you can't snap at it. You got to catch the ball with your bat. And of course, it's just like catching the ball normally. You got to let it come in, see it all the way in, and just touch it down rather than attack it and be forceful with it. The 0-1 well outside. Lopez has to jump up to snag it. The AppleSox dugout doing the tomahawk chop. Of course, from Chiefs Kingdom. Big Kansas City Chiefs fan here. The 1-1. Bunts popped up, goes out of play. And the count is 1-2. That nearly hit some of our social media interns there. Grant Chisholm and our communications director, Carly Ostrom. And it seems like Grant was able to secure the ball. Goes home with a souvenir now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Low, ball 2. Rodriguez again just committed to Gonzaga. Bit of a Gonzaga pipeline here in Wenatchee. Of course, you had Ed Nags, who coached at Wenatchee for a long time, 10 years plus now, an assistant coach there for the Bulldogs. The 2-2 pitch sailed high. Both runners advanced 90 feet, and they're both in scoring position. A great opportunity here for Josiah Rodriguez on a full count and no outs. The Sox's cheers getting louder. The tomahawk chop keeps on rolling. Runners at second and third. Infield's in, looking to cut off the run. The pitch. Rodriguez swings and flies is out to right field. Klein ranges in. Bassett tags the throw to third, is offline. The run's going to score in faster. The Sox now lead 4-2. They threw to third to try and keep Pozzolini from going, and he does just that. He stays at second base, and it'll bring up Raphael Dunn. The Sox just chipping away. They started out down 2-0. Of course, in the fourth, picked up 3 runs, 2 solo shots, and an RBI single. Gave them the lead, and now a sac fly RBI by Josiah Rodriguez extends their lead. Dunn shoots this off the hands and over the glove of Rice. Pozzolini gets the wave home. He's going to score, and Raphael Dunn into second with a double. He puts the Sox up 5-2 here in the 6th inning and continue to add insurance. And with that as well, Dunn picks up a hit. And being a beer batter means he earns $2 off a Budweiser for the AppleSox fans today. So with that, that's going to be it for Tristan Thomas. Will meet the new arm for the HarbourCats as the Sox now lead 5-2 here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
This summer, slide into summer fun at Slidewaters Lake Chelan, your one-stop vacation paradise with 11 fun-filled water slides. Cruise down the downhill racer, bolt down their 2 classic Thunder Rapids with just you on your tube or a party up to 4. Plunge down the completely enclosed Purple Haze or float down the lazy river. Slidewaters Lake Chelan for all the fun adventures. Go to slidewaters.com.
Getting bored with the white walls in your house? Let Exterior Solutions and Alexandria Moldings brighten up your interior. Available in various sizes, Alexandria Moldings lends to great project ideas. Use them to build up beautiful moldings, design wall and ceiling panels, and practical shelves. They can also revive your staircases to their natural shine. Exterior Solutions can help you find just what you need. Alexandria Moldings at Exterior Solutions, 151st Street Southeast in East Wenatchee.
The Taffy Shop in Leavenworth wished the AppleSox the best on the field this season. Locally owned since 1987, the Taffy Shop has more than 100 flavors of wonderful tasting taffy. Watch the unique taffy puller demonstration as you pick out that special flavor. The Taffy Shop has nostalgic metal signs and posters, candies from the 40s and 50s, and many collectible tins. Circle the bases with a trip to the Taffy Shop in the Mottler Building at 900 Front Street in Leavenworth.
Tristan Thomas, his day is done, and now it's going to bring in Davis Lee. He had Thomas going 2 innings after surrendering 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, and punched out 2. The Sox have a 5-2 lead here. They picked up 3 runs in the 4th, and now they've added on 2 here in the 6th. Jackson, not happy to have you. The Sox looking for a Game 1 win, and hopefully their 7th game win in a row. It's Noah Fields now the runner over at second base. Raphael Dunn picked up a double and earned $2 off a Budweiser can for the Sox fans. Brought home Michael Pozzolini. And he's stealing third. The throw down, not in time. He's in there standing. Lee did not take a single look over at second. And Dunn with a great secondary swipes the bag. Give him 21 stolen bases of the season. It was a called strike on Fields, and now runner over at third with 1 out. The pitch. Fields swings, do it for strike 2. They got 1 out here. I'm going to 0-2 on Fields, so got to put the ball in play here. Hopefully ball the outfield is what happens here for Fields. Of course, that would bring home Dunn and extend the Sox's lead to 4. The 0-2 pitch well outside and in the dirt for a ball. Fields is due. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout in the 4th inning. The infield in is looking to cut off the run. Lee kicks and deals. Fields slaps it foul towards the netting. He stays alive. Count stays at 1-2. We've got a pretty good crowd on hand tonight, despite it being really smoky. The 1-2 pitch. Fields waves his bat, gets a piece of it, stays alive. It was awfully high, but you got to commend Fields not wanting to go down on strikes and trying to keep this at-bat alive. Count still at 1-2. Lee from the stretch fires. Inside, backs up Fields, and the count now even at 2s. The breath of the pitch from Lee. Well outside, it's in the dirt, done. Sees it down, but gets back over a third in time. It's a full count on Fields, who started out this AB 0-2. Did a great job of battling back. You got one out. Fields looking to add some more insurance for the Sox. The payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4, bases. Excuse me, runners at the corners here. And man, the Sox continue to take advantage from mistakes. Whether it's a walk or a mistake, pitches leaving them in the heart of the zone, the Sox have capitalized off that today and have really found the HarbourCats' number. And it brings up Landon White. Runners at first and third. White, 2 for 3 today. A home run in the 4th and a single in the 5th. The first pitch called strike. White, 29 RBIs this season. He's got 46 hits as well, a team best. Done over at third. Speedy guy, the 0-1. White fouls it back. And the count's 0-2. A pass ball score is done. He's got the speed for it. But Lopez done a good job today of holding it back, keep the ball in play in front of him. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and third. The pitch to White. He's down on strikes. Takes a pitch on the outer half, and he is not a fan of it. With White retired, it brings up Zach Doyle with 2 outs and runners at the corners. Doyle, consistent bat today, 2 for 2. A walk, a single, and a home run. First pitch is outside for a ball. Him and Landon White, 2 peas in a pod. They homered back-to-back and singled back-to-back in the 4th and 5th inning. He swings to this one. The count's now 1-1. Done at third. Noah Fields over at first. Sox with a 5-2 lead here in the bottom half of the 6th. The 1-1. Barely off the plate. The count's now 2 balls and 1 strike. The Sox are 3 RBIs away from breaking their RBI record of 332 in 2024. The pitch inside, it skips away, and no, they're going to say it hit him. So Dunn not able to come home, and bases are loaded, bringing up Kano Morisaki. And now you love a bases clearing double that would cement this game in history for the Sox. They entered this game, down. Needed eight RBIs to break it. Picked up 5 so far. Now the table is set for Saki to deliver. And once again, add on more insurance for the Sox, so they lead 5-2. The first pitch off the plate for a ball. Rafael Dunn at third. Noah Fields at second. And Zach Doyle at first. The next offering, buried in the dirt. Great take by Saki. And the count is 2-0. Crowd is getting behind Saki, cheering him on. All they need is 3 RBIs, and they make history. The 2-0 pitch skips towards short. Sidearm throw in time. The Sox pick up 2 runs in this inning, but not able to deliver with bases loaded. They bring their lead to 5-2 after picking up only 1 hit in this inning, of course, leaving 3 men on base. There's no errors, and once again, 2 runs. 5-2 your score as the Sox lead heading into the top of the 7th here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Jeff is back from the Country Inn Family Restaurant. You have prime rib on Friday and Saturday.
Always Friday and Saturday. He's tired of barbecuing. Come on out and let me do the cooking. We got slow roasted prime rib served up Friday and Saturday night. I start serving it around 3:30, 4 o'clock until we run out.
And remember, if you're hungry like me early in the morning, guess who's open up for breakfast 7 days a week?
Down here at the Country Inn.
Off Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, the Country Inn Family Restaurant. How long have you been in business?
Going on over 40 years, since 1975.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, Dave, you take care.
What makes us so unique in the community is our pledge to generosity and excellence. At the heart of the Moeller family and our dedicated staff lies an unwavering dedication to the well-being of our community. We are proud of our role as a local family-owned funeral service provider. For us, it's not just about conducting funeral services, it's about extending a hand of compassion and support through life's most challenging moments. We stand ready to walk with you through these difficult times at your pace, caring for and supporting you each step of the way. Brookside Funeral Home, where compassion meets commitment.
Discover what Premier Senior Living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
Top of the 7th inning, Sox lead 5-2, and the first pitch from Colin Frazier. Lined and yanked hard down the left field line by Quack. He's around first, turns around second, but stops up short there, and a leadoff double to kick off the 7th inning. They needed that. The HarbourCats, down 3 runs here, especially as you're in the last series of the regular season, you really have to come away with the win. The HarbourCats are in contention for a wild card playoff spot, most likely the 4th seed. Right now it's Nanaimo, Edmonton, Kelowna, and Victoria all battling it out. Kamloops and Port Angeles both are eliminated. They have no chance of reaching it here. Frazier wanted to check that Quack had touched first, so he throws back over to Landon White, touched the bag, called safe, so the double is for sure in play. And then it's top of the order and David Cron. Frazier from the windup, set near the chest, fires. This pitch pulled towards left field. Young rangy back at the warning track. He snags it. What a grab by Ryder Young. Running all the way back, has to jump up, and he delivers with the first out of the 7th. If that ball had gotten down, it definitely would have brought home Quack, and it would have handed Victoria another run to try to chip away at the Sox's lead. Podstolani talking with Frazier here. Let's thank the tavern by Hellbent. Are you ready to embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley? look no further than Taproom by Hellbent Brewing, where the vibrant energy of Pybus Market meets the delightful world of craft beer and gourmet cuisine. So a runner at second, one out. Brings up Brian Bradshaw. Frazier. Pearson gets the sign from Michael Postreleni. And the 0-0 offering. Bradshaw takes it high as it brushes him back and brings the count to 1-0. Bradshaw today 0 for 2. A ground out, a strikeout, and a walk in the 5th inning. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball drops in there on the inner half for a strike. Really good pitch location by Frazier, just painting the zone. He's the 4th arm the Sox have utilized today, and he's stuck. A 1-1 pitch to Brian Bradshaw. Another breaking ball. Tickles the bottom rung for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Bradshaw bats .340, 19 RBIs, a solid bat in this HarbourCats lineup. So you got a runner in scoring position. Here's his 1-2. It's well outside, even to count of 2s. The wind's starting to pick up here, Paul Thomas, blowing out towards right field now. And of course, as the Sox's bats know, for lefties, that is a huge advantage. 2-2 pitch to Bradshaw. He skips it over to first. White underhand toss to Frazier, and they get the tag. Frazier late to the bag, but uses his wingspan to take it himself. Records to second out. The runner does advance to third. And the HarbourCats beg to differ. They're trying to argue that he dodged away from the tag. Of course, he reached first before Frazier had touched the bag. But the call is that the tag was able to get him first. So Quack's on third, 90 feet from home. This is the first runner since the 4th inning. The Sox have had the HarbourCats, somebody on over at third. The Sox, however, have left bases loaded twice, coming in the 5th and 6th inning. They were able to get runs in both those innings there, but, of course, you leave bases loaded. You want to try and, empty it out. Unfortunately, they were unable to do so there. And the HarbourCats, be left disappointed. The official call by Thomas Glenn is out. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Five to 2 your score here. Logan Shepard digs in. Frazier from the windup. Lifts his leg and deals. It's below the knees for a ball. Shepard today, he's 1 for 2, a ground out, a single, and a walk. Frazier fires. It's in the dirt for another ball. Two balls, no strikes. Infield's back looking to keep the ball in. Here's the 2-0. Skips it towards short, faster, sidearm throw. They got him. They leave the runner at third, and the Sox continue to hold on to control in this ball game. They lead 5-2 as it's time to stretch here on the Wenatchee AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time. Batter up for a big milestone. A proud sponsor of today's game, the Salcedo Group of Companies, is celebrating 25 years of trusted HVAC, electrical, and development work in our valley. Beyond their expertise, Salcedo is hitting it out of the park with philanthropy, generously supporting over 70 nonprofits, churches, and schools across Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties. They're proud to be locally grown and committed to keeping our valley a great place to call home. Thank you, Salcedo Group of Companies.
NCW.news is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.news provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.news and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.news for local news you can trust.
Hit a home run with LocalTel Communications. For over 40 years, we've been Central Washington's trusted telecom provider, delivering fast internet and reliable phone service. Whether you're streaming the big game, video chatting with loved ones, or running your business smoothly, LocalTel has you covered. Join the LocalTel family today and enjoy the best connectivity in the region. Visit us at localtel.com to learn more.
Oh, it's Reese Vassar. Vassar's 0 for 2 today. A line out, a fly out, and a walk and run scored in the 6th inning.
Number 2, Reese Vassar.
And while Vassar's up, let's take a look at this day in baseball history presented by NCW News. The NCW News Network, accurate and essentially local news for North Central Washington. Check ncw.news for community stories every single day. Lee fires the first offering, called strike, center cut on Vassar. So today, August 3rd in 2018, the AppleSox smacked 3 consecutive home runs in the 3rd inning, an eventual 7-3 win over Victoria. Vassar minded foul, the count's 0-2. They did that in front of 1,160 fans at Paul Thomas. Connor McCord stepped up to the plate with the bases loaded and no outs after 3 walks and opened his barrage with the 6th home run of the season. 0-2 pitch to Vassar. Fans him. Chased the breaking ball there. An excellent pitch sequence by Davis Lee.
Now batting number 12.
And then after Connor McCord, it was Jacob Prater. He homered to a nearly identical spot with an opposite field shot. And then Dawson Day followed with a no doubt to right field. The 3 home runs came in a span of 6 pitches with McCord and Prater both homering on 3-1 counts before Day went deep on the first pitch of his AB. Michael Podchaleni. First pitch taken for a ball. Podchaleni, an RBI single in the 4th and a walk and run scored in the 6th. Pretty good day for him. The 1-0 pitch. Well high, ball 2. The Sox, 5-2 lead. Looks to keep it that way as, the Sox have won 6 straight. Look to make that 7. Two balls and no strikes. The pitch from Lee. And the dirt ball 1. Excuse me, ball 3. Infield's back. The 3-0 pitch on the way from Davis Lee. The called strike just on the outer half. He's painting it here and trying to battle back after he had him up 3-0. The 3-1 runs to the side. Jackknifes him away. He's on with 2 outs. It's Josiah Rodriguez now. Rodriguez delivered last inning with a sac fly RBI to open up the scoring in that inning.
The one really picking up, blowing it out towards right. Hopefully can help the smoke a bit. Can't see the stars of the night sky. The smoke just blocking it out. The first pitch runs inside for a ball. And in the AppleSox bullpen, Joe Thornton is warming up. One-0 from Lee. Hits him right on the lettering. He goes the hard way. Man, that cannot feel good. I mean, the Sox are third in the West Coast League with hit by pitches. They have 97. They've been hit twice today. It was Rodriguez just a couple moments ago, and then Zach Doyle in the sixth. Top of the order brings up Raphael Dunn with 2 outs and runners at first and second base. A mound visit here. They're going to talk to Lee. Try and get him settled back in. He's starting to slip with that. Let's thank People's Bank. People's Bank wants to help you buy your dream home. From buying the land to building the home, local lenders and local decisions. Welcome home. Welcome to People's Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. Also, thank you to Valley Tractor. At Valley Tractor Rentals, they promise to deliver best-in-class customer service before, during, and after the sale. And then people make sure that promise is kept. Mound visit concludes. The Sox runners at first and second base. They're in the driver's seat, leading 5-2 in the bottom half of the seventh inning. Top of the order once again, it's Raphael Dunn. An RBI double in his last AB. First pitch to Dunn. Waves through it, kicks off the mask of Lopez. And the count's 0-1. Dunn, speaking of hit by pitches, is 3 hit by pitches away from breaking the hit by pitch record. Runners first and second, the 0-1 pitch. Dunn slaps it foul, and the count is 0-2. And the Sox, just a reminder, 3 RBIs away from breaking the RBI record. That was set in 2024. We picked up 332. The 0-2 pitch from Davis Lee. Dunn waves through it, strike 3. That's the side here in the seventh. The Sox lead runners at first and second base. Picking up no hits, no errors, and no runs. They still lead 5-2 as we head into the eighth here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
At Libke Insurance, your protection is our first priority. Hi, this is Jeff Rounds, president of Libke Insurance. Don't be fooled by gimmicks or cut-rate insurance. We offer real protection provided by real professionals. At Libke Insurance, we understand every person is unique, and that's why we work with numerous top companies to find the right coverage at the best price. That's value. That's Libke Insurance. Let us help you before you need it. Let's talk today.
Libke Insurance. Call 888-902-1800. Online at Libke.com.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves a ding or dent in your car or truck, take it to Earhart's Collision and Automotive Service. Family owned, Earhart's Collision and Automotive Service will give you a free estimate and will handle all the paperwork. If you need auto repair, they can do that too, including checking the air conditioner, oil changes, tune-ups, diagnostics, and more. Earhart's Collision and Automotive Service.
Still at 1422 North Miller, Suite A in Wenatchee.
We're gonna take a ride. We're going down to Easy's Burgers where the food is dynamite. Easy's Burgers. Easy's Burgers, oh yeah. Fast, friendly, and delicious. They really do it right. Serving up those burgers every day and every night. Big kids, little kids, mom and dad too. Easy's Burgers. Made fresh for you.
The top of the eighth inning brings up Joe Thornton, the AppleSox starter and reliever, who's an all-star and back-to-back years, a guy who's been consistent for every single time he's been with the Sox. I mean, this summer, his numbers really good, of course. No wonder he's an all-star. Last year as well, 1-1, 1.77 ERA in 9 games, picked up 3 saves along the way. That's all while being injured at one time as well. Thornton, a brief hiatus from the Sox, went back home for a little bit as he was reaching his inning limit, but now able to come back for the Sox in a time where he's much needed. This season, Joe, an equal 2 ERA, a 2-0 record in 8 appearances, 5 starts, 27 innings pitched. He has 2 saves and 30 strikeouts. He's only given up 8 runs, 6 of which were earned. Sox, really lucky to have Thornton come back. He's one of, if not the best guys they have in their pitching staff. He's facing Jacob Silva as the Sox lead 5-2. The first pitch. Cued towards the plate. Bocciolini runs in, gloves it, sidearm throw in time. What a play there. Tough play for a catcher to make in all that gear. The ball's tailing away from him. He's trying to chase it down. Bobbles it the first time, but recovered. And a great throw on the run. So 1 pitch went out for Thornton. Great start to the 8th. Roan Klein now. Klein 0 for 1 with a pair of walks today. Thornton, the lefty, set from the stretch. Steps back and deals. His first pitch, flared foul towards the concession stands. And the count's now 0-1. Thornton cocks his hands over his head like he does every single pitch. Comes set at the belt. He rears back and fires. Slider, swing and a miss. Nasty. Starts on the front hip and sweeps across the entire zone. Finishes on the outer third. Thornton looking for a strikeout. Can he get it? The 0-2 pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. Clocking in at 91 miles an hour. Thornton very consistent. Fastball, slider, best combo there. The 1-2 in the dirt, evens the count at 2s. Thornton most likely to stick out the rest of this ball game. We'll see him close out the 9th. The 2-2 pitch, a slide step. Line foul towards the left field line, but Young able to glove it. There's the second out of the side. Still Lopez now with 2 outs. Lopez 1 for 3, an RBI single, a strikeout and a flyout today. And Joe tried something different there. Instead of going his normal deliberate motion, went with a slide step, tried to mix up his timing. When the first pitch comes in for a strike, but Klein recognized it. Able to get barrel to the ball and just line it towards left field where Young was awaiting it. No balls, 1 strike. Thornton, the delivery. Breaking ball dotted on the outer, black for strike 2. He wanted the strikeout last time, couldn't get it. Now he has a chance for it here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Oh, and he can't get it there. A slider is just inside. They thought he waved his bat at it, but Lopez able to hold it back. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss. Thornton faces the minimum in the 8th inning. The Sox hold on to their 5-2 lead as we head to the Sox's bats in the 8th on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Summer starts with membership at the Rack. Pack your calendar with camp, rack, swim, and tennis lessons, summer swim team, indoor and outdoor pickleball, tennis tournaments, play programs, and so much more. It is so easy and fun for the whole family to stay active and fit all summer long when you join the Rack. Summer classes and camps are filling fast, so don't delay. Call the Rack today. That's Wenatchee Racket and Athletic Club, or use the Rack app for program registration. See all the details at rack.org or call 662-3544. The Rack, where we play every day.
Link Transit is your free, clean, and safe ride to where you need to go. Whether you need to go to work, school, run errands, or taking a day trip to Leavenworth or Chelan, Link can take you there. Save gas and don't worry about parking. Plan your trip with Google Maps, Apple Maps, or the Transit app. Skip the fuss. Take the bus with Link Transit.
Come experience the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing at Pybus Public Market, your family-friendly destination for exceptional craft beer, great food, and a welcoming atmosphere. With 20 rotating taps featuring Hellbent craft brews and local ciders, plus a full bar and local wine list, there's something for everyone. Their chef-driven seasonal menu showcases the freshest local ingredients with bold American and Pan-Asian flavors in every dish. Open daily, visit the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing and embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley.
Turn the TV off, turn the TV off. Ain't no other king in his wet thing than siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappear.
The Sox with a 5-2 lead in the bottom half of the eighth, and a new arm to greet them. It's Dyden Fuoco coming in for Davis Lee. Lee's day is done after 1 2/3 innings pitch, not giving up a hit or a run. He walked 2 and struck out 3 along the way. The Sox, were a little slow to start in this ball game, but they picked up steam in the fourth. They tallied 3 runs. There was 2 solo shots, one by Landon White and another by Zach Doyle, then an RBI single by Michael Podciolini gave them the lead. It was 3-2.
And then 2 more runs in the 6th. It was a sac fly by Josiah Rodriguez.
And Rafael Dunn with an RBI double for his own gave the Sox their lead. Here's Noah Fields to kick off the 8th. Joe Thornton came in relief for the top half of the inning and faced the minimum. Here's the pitch from Fuoco. But then a time called, he'll have to trot on back. Seems like one of the coaches for the HarbourCats wants to have a conversation with Thomas Glenn, probably writing in the substitution. And so the AppleSox are on a 6-game win streak. They swept Kelowna, now Kamloops, and of course now facing Victoria at home. They've battled Victoria once before. That was in Victoria. It was on July 17th, and they picked up a series win.
They did lose one of those games, but they got the series win as they've won 15 total series this summer. They have a league best 38-13 record. Nobody has touched it. First pitch to Fields. He carries this foul out of play, and the count's 0-1.
Really dropped his shoulder there, pops it all the way up, and sails it past the press box. No balls and 1 strike on Fields, a man from the University of Texas Arlington. The pitch runs inside, and the count even at 1s. Fields today is hitless. 2 strikeouts, a flyout, and a walk in the 6th. Rough day for him, but he's batted .343. Really good so far this summer. A late-season signing. Fuoco's 1-1. Slider inside nearly hits his Evo shield, and the count's 2-1. Fields looking to get the party started here in the bottom half of the 8th. 2-1. Clips the inner half for a strike. Fields did not like it. His face was in awe. Down even at 2s here. Fuoco looking for a strikeout to start off his 8th.
The 2-2 pitch from the righty. Skipped in the dirt. Lopez not able to reach it, and the count's now full. To get Fields on base, and it brings up Landon White. One of the hottest batters for the Sox. Would love to have him on, as he homered today, picked up a single as well. So full count here. The payoff pitch. Fields pops up in the infield. Lopez ranging back, and he hauls it in for the first out of the 8th. That nearly flared out of play and near the stands, but lucky enough for the HarbourCats, it stayed in the park. It's Landon White now. White with one out, nobody on, and a 5-2 Sox lead. The pitch. White flares this into left field, kicks it over the glove of Quack. And a one-out single to get something rolling here in the 8th. Just shot it over the head of Quack, gets the job done there. It's Zach Doyle now. Zach Doyle and White both in a battle for player of the game. Could go either way. First pitch is Zach Doyle from Fuoco. Off the plate for a ball. Doyle, a great eye as well as a great bat. He has 29 hits, but on the other side of that, he's got 25 walks. Leads the team in average, batting .377. Can really do whatever's asked of him. A defensive substitution over at third. It looks like, excuse me, scratch that. It's still going to be Aiden Lopez, or Rice, over at third. The 2-0 pitch. Shot off the hands, foul. Two balls, one strike, one out, and runner over at first. The pitch to Zach Doyle. In the dirt for a ball. And so, excuse us, it is not Dryden Fuoco, it's Flynn Warren. You switched jerseys before game time today. A 3-1 pitch. Doyle swings through it for strike two. The count's now full. So Warren, an easy first out, and give up a single on the first pitch to White. And now a full count on Zach Doyle. Payoff pitch hits him on the hip. Another hit by pitch today, the third in total. Runners now at first and second. He brings up Kano Morisaki. Something about the Sox, they always have a target on their backs. Again, third in the league in hit by pitches with 97 now. The 3 makes it 100. Again, the Sox are 3 RBIs away from breaking the RBI record. That record-breaking run is off Saki. The first pitch from Warren. It's a little high for a ball. Easy take there by Kano Morisaki. So wide over at second, Zach Doyle at first. And the 1-0 pitch from Warren. Swing and a miss, chase the high fastball. And the count evens at ones. Saki yet to record a hit today. He was hit by a pitch in the 5th and walked and also scored in the 4th inning. Warren, the breath in the pitch. Breaking balls inside a hair and back Saki off the plate. The count is now 2-1. Saki is a switch hitter, batting lefty against the righty. Tries to get the leg up on him. He's come in clutch many times this season, looks to add on some more insurance. The Sox lead 5-2, the 2-1 pitch. He waves through it for strike two. Nice breaking ball there by Warren. Two balls and two strikes here on Kano Morisaki. Warren set. Runners at first and second, and he fires. Strike three called. The slider got him on the outer half, and there's 2 outs here in the 8th. Brings up the low rider, Ryder Young. He's no longer swinging the torpedo bat, swinging the regular timber today. Young has reached twice today, one off a walk and a fielder's choice. The first offering lines it foul off the netting, and the count is no balls and 1 strike. Pitch black skies above Paul Thomas here as the smoke blocks out the moon and the stars. The 0-1 popped up, foul territory. No play at it, and the count's no balls and 2 strikes. Young hoping to deliver here. Add some more cushion for the Sox. They have a 3-run lead. Warren looking to sit him down. The 0-2 pitch is well high for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners at first and second base here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. The Sox with a 3-run lead in game 1. The pitch to Ryder Young. Line the other way, tails foul, kicks into the bullpen of the HarbourCats and will stay alive. Young not going to be an easy out here. I mean, there's no surprise. And Gonzaga this year batted just shy of 300 at 297. He was a great bat. He was the everyday starter in left field. Heyman kind of with Santiago have shared time there this summer. The 1-2 pitch. Slider. A hair up. And the count even at 2s. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second base and 2 outs. The pitch from Warren. Clipped foul. Young showing great plate discipline here. Staying alive, seeing pitches, fouling them off. Doing what he has to do to deliver for his team. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Warren on the way. Slider popped up, foul territory, no play at it. And once again, he spoils another pitch. He's just being a pest here, seeing pitches, driving up that pitch count. Love to see it here. Infield back, looking to go the easy way here. Warren kicks and deals. Young swings and misses. That's to the side for the Sox. They leave runners at first and second base. Pick up no runs off of 1 hit, no errors. Once again, leave 2 guys on, 1 in scoring position on top of that. The Sox lead 5-2 as we head into the top of the 9th on the AppleSox Radio Network.
When you need prescriptions filled, visit Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy. Locally owned and in business since 1945, Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy is your friendly Health Mart pharmacy ready to serve you. They've made it their goal to meet the special healthcare needs of families throughout North Central Washington. Stop in or use their convenient drive-thru to get all your questions answered and prescriptions filled. Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy, 509-662-5801 and at 820 North Chelan.
AppleSox fans, summers are hot, and the last thing you want is to turn on your car's AC and outblows hot air. Get your air conditioner recharged at Mid-Valley Automotive for just $287.74. And keep cool. This includes 2 pounds of 134A Freon. Mid-Valley Automotive works on all foreign and domestic models. Mid-Valley Automotive, 270 East Penny Road in Wenatchee.
This summer, splash your cares away and create unforgettable memories. Treat your family and friends to Slidewaters Lake Chelan. Overlooking the majestic Lake Chelan Valley, Slidewaters is your one-stop vacation paradise with 11 fun-filled water slides. Cruise down the downhill racers, slide down the completely enclosed Purple Haze, walk down the Lazy River, and the kids will love the Aqua Zoo. Their well-trained, friendly staff will ensure your stay is safe and lots of fun. Slidewaters Lake Chelan, now open through Labor Day. Visit slidewaters.com for more information.
It's the top of the ninth. Joe Thornton takes the bump. He faced the minimum in the eighth as the Sox lead 5-2, looking for 3 final outs. First offering, lined hard and deep into right field. Fields at the wall, snags it, and retires Chialoy. Brings up Aiden Rice, now only 2 outs away. Thornton and some of the Victoria HarbourCats having a conversation here. And with that, Mitch Johnson going to go out, take his infield, and talk to Thornton here. I think they're just chipping away at him. And Joe, a couple words to him back there. Mitch will come in, talk to him for a second here. Sox lead 5-2. They're 2 outs away from securing their 7th win in a row. They have 15 total series wins this summer. Of course, a Game 1 win today would put them in a great position. They picked up 2 series wins in a row on top of that. And so they really just keep on rolling here. They're the hottest team in the West Coast League, the best record. Nobody has been able to touch it. And so, this would never happen, but say the Sox, lost all of these 3 games, nothing would change. They still have the best record. They still would host every single playoff game besides the one guaranteed on the 7th. There has to be one away game just so the opposing team gets a taste of playoff ball at their home ballpark. And so there will be one of those on the 7th. But besides that, the AppleSox host every single playoff game at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium as long as they continue to win. So I believe somebody in the Victoria HarbourCats dugout might have been ejected for his comments towards Thornton. And yes, he was. He's kind of chilling out towards the bullpen and foul territory by the fence. Hands on his hips and just thinking about what he said. So it looks like we can finally resume play here. The head coach, Todd Haney, of the HarbourCats, walking back towards his spot over at third. So it was a 1-pitch, 1 out on Cameron Chialoy. A deep fly ball right field, and Fields able to grab it in the warning track, and that brings up Aiden Rice. The guaranteed final 2 batters are the 8th and 9th hole. Thornton looking to seal the deal here. He's the 5th arm the Sox have utilized today. The lefty kicks and deals. The first pitch, a fastball called strike. Thornton tossed a couple pitches during the conference, trying to stay warm, not get cold. And he shows he's still firing with that pitch there. The lefty stretch. Swing and a flare job down to right field, tailing foul. And the count's now 0-2. Thornton in an opportunity where he can pick up 5 total strikeouts to the Sox today. The fans have not gotten their free socks yet, so he's looking to deliver there for the fans. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on. The 0-2 pitch from the lefty. Clipped foul, hits the backstop. And the count's 0-2. Right behind Quack. You see right behind Rice, it's going to be Riley Quack. Quack's 1 for 3 today. He's on deck. Rice hitless today. The 0-2 pitch buried in the dirt. Try to get him to chase. Great job by Pacciolani jumping on it and smothering it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thornton in the driver's seat. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Fans him! Joe Thornton with the strikeout. Puts the Sox 1 out away from a Game 1 win and 7 straight wins. And with that, too, Thornton delivers with free socks for AppleSox fans. Here's Riley Quack. 2 outs, nobody on. Sox 1 out away. The pitch. Cued back into the chest guard of Pacciolani. And the count's 0-1. Pacciolani checks back in, readjusts his mask. Looks over and gets the sign from Quincy Vassar and relays those to Thornton. The 0-1 pitch from the lefty. Slider off the plate for a ball. Nice pitch sequencing there. Just left that a bit outside. Lost grip of it. Quack picked up a double in the 7th. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball. Right field. Fields squeezes it, and that's the ball game. Thornton faces the